Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Anime Lady Podcast, your ultimate hub for all things anime and beyond. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board on the ship for another exciting dive into the world of animation and pop culture conversation. This is episode 190 of the Anime Lady Podcast. We're 10 weeks away from episode 200 on the big 200, because this week episode is all about family. It's about the number 4, or is it number 5? Is it a big question, number 5, or is it too early? That's the big question. But if you want to know about this episode, this is the full coverage of the Fantastic Four. So non-spoilers will be the first 5 minutes of coverage, but then after that, get into full spoiler territory. So get into that. So now share this episode, bring your friends, and let's make this episode unforgettable. All powered by AniMa W3 Studio. Catch every new episode on YouTube and audio feed where we listen to. It's your boy, Legendary Vash, love and peace. And I'm gonna say one thing. Say the thing. No. Say the thing. No. Say the thing. Fine. It's collaborate time.
That was so funny. I love that scene so much.
I love that scene. It's your boy here, and I want to say one of my favorite scenes. As you see from Neko, we have a guest here for this episode. We're supposed to be a Fantastic Four, but sadly we're Fantastic 3 in this episode. But I want to give
one of our friends, man, our family.
Hey, Crash, it wasn't me.
Unfortunately, he had to go goon somewhere. So,
but hey, if you've seen the movie, he technically did sacrifice himself. The Human Torch went through the portal, so our Crash sacrificed himself in a different universe. If you know, you know. But Whawkins, I'm not alone. I'm always here with my co-host for the Anime Podcast. How you doing?
man, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ignorant children of the Isles, what is up? What is good? It is your world champion Whawkins here to talk about some fantastic movie goings and some family going on. Maybe we'll throw in some propane and propane accessories. Who knows? But yeah, I'm doing pretty good on this Tuesday evening of us recording. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got right now.
And how about you, Neko, our guest of the evening, that she said when I told her, hey, are you going to be covering Fantastic Four? Like, yeah, we're going to be doing the coverage on August 5th. She's like, perfect. I come back from vacation. Did you win us any money from Las Vegas?
Hello everyone, it's me, Neko-chan from Off the Binge, and no, I was in Vegas. I did not win us any money. Maybe $1. But otherwise, I spent it on mystery boxes and stuff, so I bought us a lot of like cool trinkets. but hey guys, also since I was out there too, I was able to see Fantastic Four in Las Vegas theaters, which was really cool, honestly. I honestly, the seats were pretty nice. The seat I got for the view was awesome. I don't know, it was pretty big too, so I don't know, it had even an arcade inside, which was cool. I got to go there afterwards and like get more like mystery boxes and like kind of gamble all my money away.
I was gonna ask you, was there lotto machines also inside the theater?
Oh yeah,
really?
Everywhere, literally.
Of course.
Literally, even in the airport, there were slot machines.
Oh yeah, that one I knew. Yeah, because I'm 29 now. I went to Las Vegas when I was 21 to EDC Las Vegas when I was a young lad, partying for 6 days straight, in those pool parties, hotel parties, and the event itself, it was insane. And once you come out, there's lotto in the airport, there's lotto machines at 7-Eleven, there's lotto machines at, I believe once we came out the airport, we went to like a Texas Dallas or some type of restaurant to eat, or Applebee's, and they also had lotto machines there as well. I was like, damn, is there a contract in the city where every restaurant store needs to have a lotto machine? Like, is there a contract for that? There has to be.
Apparently, everywhere you go. But I will say, it wasn't, I think where I went, it just wasn't there, usually where the theater is. It was like somewhere else that's close to it. So it wasn't directly there with the one I went to, but usually, yes, there would be some there in the theater too. So I don't know, it was a good time. I got to have some pizza while watching the movie. You know, I was like toasty. I was like, all right, I got my drink, my almond chocolate covered like candy and my pizza. Let's go. And I had a great time. So I'm excited to talk about it with you guys.
So since you're talking about your experience already in Las Vegas, what do you want to tell us about your time over there? Since like you was there for a good week and a half, and you know why I'm saying this is because we are in the Weebs Lounge. This is the first the first segment that we usually talk about.
The first event.
That we talk about. You know what? Let's go. First event of the evening that we get into the Anime podcast. We have Weebs Lounge. If this is your first time listening in, is to discuss personal updates about life or the latest media we've consumed that we want to share to you guys and the audience in the chats. So it's time for our weekly check-in, our highs and lows. And Whawkins say, hey, I want to talk about some stuff. Fuck the Fantastic Four being the whole episode. I want to chime in for a good 20 minutes and talk about my life. I want to bring it into the audience and let them know. So I want to ask Neko what it is that has been happening, because you started the conversation first about your Las Vegas trip. So I want to hear more about it, because you said you had a good time. You were shopping around. You was also on Discord a lot, playing a bot as well. I saw a few times.
Look, I wasn't gambling in Vegas, but I was gambling in the Mude bot the whole time. I was like, I can't leave. I can't. I gotta have my eyes in there. So
the addiction is real.
The addiction is real, and I had to be in the call with you guys. Even my brother was, why are you in the call with them? What are you doing?
We asked her that so many times. Like, there were a few times we were up like at 3, 4 in the morning or 5 even, and she was on call with us, and like at times muted or at times showing us the plays, the area, and I'm like, this is cool and all, but you're here almost every day with us. You're on vacation.
Like, why?
If I was on vacation, my wife would be looking at me like, you could be on call with them, but my dude, not every day. Like, spend time with the girl or spend time with the family. It's like, are you sure you're on vacation? Because it just sounds like you're just at home still, just on vacation.
Look, I like to balance it. I was like, I gotta be with the guys a little bit. I miss them a little. I can't be too far away. And I, of course, spent with the family. It was a good balance. It was just, I had to lock in. You guys, the things that were rolling, I just had to be there. I was like, no, there's no way I'm missing this. Like, no, I'm in Vegas, but come on now, I can't. But yeah, it was a good time.
Dose of crack.
Exactly, I did. I needed to roll, even if I didn't have claims. Like, yeah, literally.
I need an itch.
So yeah, my Vegas. You got anyone, please? I was literally begging people for rolls too. But no, my Vegas trip was really cool. It was my first time going to Vegas. I was really worried about the heat when I was going there.
But it's dry heat though, so that's a nice thing.
Yeah, and I don't think. Sure. Well, I think I did experience dry heat before, but no, it was pretty nice. I was like, oh, this is kind of. I'm not even like, I don't know. I didn't feel drained. Like where I live in Oklahoma, it's if you feel really drained, it's really humid here, especially this summer. It's just really bad. So yeah, I had a good time, and I met some online friends from there too for a bit. So that was cool seeing them play craps, which it was really fun just seeing them play it and me not understanding it, and this other guy, and it was cool. It was really fun. And my family and me had some tours. We went to Los Angeles for a bit. And got to see like the Hollywood sign and some mansions from some actors and whatnot. And of course, the Hall of Fame, the street where all the actors' names are on the floor and everything. I got a lot of cool anime stuff. And yeah, it was just a good time. It was a good time. I had a lot of good food. I tried duck for the first time. That was really
duck?
cool.
You tried duck for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay. It was so you never eaten Thailand food?
Mm-mm. No, I've always wanted to. I think where I live here, I don't have it a lot. I have a lot of Vietnamese and stuff like that, but not Thailand.
That's on me. So, I'm just so used to being like in New York that I have all different cultural foods around me. So I've tried duck already a couple of times in my life. I believe I put my girl on duck food and she enjoyed it. At first she questioned when she first tried it as well. Right. She's like, duck. I'm like, hey, look. Be happy that we're not like in a different country that will say, "Hey, dog food here" or something like that.
Literally.
Like they have.
How dare you say that in Sydney's presence?
Right.
Look, trust me, I got a dog sleeping here too.
Don't worry, Sydney. It's okay.
I'm about to say, all three of us got dogs here.
Literally, my dog's just sleeping though. He's like knocked out. But no, yeah, I had duck for the first time. That was really good.
Was it good? You enjoyed it?
I did. I had it with some like it was some like potato gratin. So it was like mac and cheese basically. It was really fancy and nice. I had some Moscato. I like Moscato. That's the only drink I really will have is Moscato. So that was really good with it.
Nice.
And I went to the Gordon Ramsay steak like place. So that was really cool.
Nice. Definitely it sounds like an expensive bill there.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I had a Japanese A5.
She made enough gambling.
True, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, it's like, hey,
hey guys, right? My savings are in the negatives.
when I went there, I had the hibachi, the hibachi spot. But
was it?
Okay.
well, I said I went there.
You went there.
I never said I ate there. I went there.
This guy.
I was supposed to.
He was outside the window, like, just like.
Oh no! What happened was that before we went to the restaurant, quick backstory chat. I think I've said this to the on the show before once or twice, but it's been a many episodes. So on episode 190, I'm gonna tell you right now. I was supposed to be inside the restaurant with my other crowd, with my friends Nema and a whole group of people and everything, but. A big shout out to one of my closest girlfriends and everything. I and them, we got drinking beer pong, or we were playing some games with a lot of beer, and eventually 2-3 hours into that, until our reservation for hibachi, and we had no food prior because we wanted to be fat asses during hibachi. So your boy had an empty stomach, a lot of beer, and a lot of shots. And by the time we went upstairs to go to the hotel room to go change to go to hibachi, your boy fell asleep and took a nap. And we went to the to go to a hibachi spot. I was too drunk to eat, and I did not eat the food.
Oh no!
So I didn't experience it.
Tragic.
I didn't experience
That's
it.
Horrible.
So that's why I say I went there. I didn't eat there. I went there. That's all.
All right, I feel you. That's not happening in a couple weeks, by the way. No.
Oh no, we gotta do.
We ain't doing that.
We gotta do Korean barbecue. We will be fat asses in Korean barbecue.
Ooh,
yo, you and me and Eden or Korean barbecue. We will.
Man.
I got the spot. I got the spot already.
Dude, we did that at MomoCon last year, and it so freaking good.
Oh my god!
Expensive, but it was good.
I know
definitely.
I know by episode, I believe 191, 192, 193. By episode 193, we're gonna come with memories, guys. When it comes to episode 193, that'll be Anime NYC coverage and stories.
Look, what happens at Anime NYC stays at Anime NYC.
Yeah.
And see, look, that ties into Vegas so well, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes.
Because everything that happened there stayed in there 100%. I'm not looking at my wallet. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Oh,
your wallet's over there in Vegas still.
Literally,
Look,
yeah.
I try to not look at my wallet when I go to cons or when I go to events and experience them, because I always remind myself. People when I tell them, when they look and find the old picture of me with Stan Lee, don't judge. Oh yeah, sorry. If y'all judge my hair, fuck it. I know I looked that hair that day, that time in my life. I didn't take care of my hair as well as I do now, because a big shout out to my wife for that. I take care of my hair and my looks because of my wife. Back then, that hair, I took a picture with Stan Lee, horrible. But I spent $500, and I'm proud of it. No regrets. Do I regret spending at the time? Yes. But it's about the experience. I spent $500 to take a picture, meet Stan Lee, and have a signed autograph by a portrait that is only 100 made by Stan Lee and signed by him. So to me, it's like, hey, you have a person that literally is a person that made my childhood. He made Spider-Man. He made other characters that gave me inspiration of who I am and my ideals. So just to experience that, hey, that wallet looks empty, but my happiness is there.
No, I feel that.
500 is a lot, though.
A couple weeks from now.
I know.
It is a lot. I ain't spending no 500 on one thing.
Of course, understandable. But Neko, is there any other highlight moment that you want to shout out when it comes to your Las Vegas trip?
No, I think that's it, really.
All right. When it comes to our world champion, you said that you want to talk about a few things. Talk to me. What is the things that you want to highlight in the Weebs Lounge?
Well, it's nothing like a Vegas trip because, hey, that was something that was supposed to happen when I turned 30, but, COVID and all that Thank you for ruining that trip. No, so I mean, video game wise, still going through Donkey Kong and all that. Hell of a game. Love that Bonanza game. But nah, a show dropped last night as time of recording this. King of the Hill came back, and it came back pretty dang strong. 10 episodes dropped on Hulu. Fantastic, I thought. Like, the heart from the original show is still there. A lot of people might have some issues with the animation, but here's the thing: that show's not known for animation. It's a freaking animated sitcom. It's not going to be your like Demon Slayers or freaking Avatars or whatever. No, it's freaking King of it's Hank Hill. He has no ass, and that is canonical to the story. It was just a good watch, like a good 10 episode watch, and like just throw it on. You don't have to think too much. Just have fun with it,
They drop the whole episodes.
Yeah, so like they dropped the whole season. All 10 episodes are on there. I would say like my one big critique with it would be like some of the voice acting's a little weird, like because they obviously everybody's older now, but they like, for example, the guy who did John Redcorn, he passed away, so like he had his final performance in this season, which shout out to them for doing the whole in loving memory at the end of that episode. The guy who voices Dale Gribble, the guy who's like wears the trucker hat and like the one that people quote like with like pocket sand and all that shit.
Yeah.
His voice actor actually passed away halfway through recording.
Oh shit.
So well, it's interesting because like, so he only took part in like the first like six and a half episodes. And then they had this other guy do it. And it's weird because when you listen to Dale in those first 6 episodes, it kind of sounds like a different voice actor. So it's almost like if I were to say, hey guys, my name's Goku. I'm insane from Earth. It's just like, wait, you're not Goku. You don't sound like Sean Schimmel. What are you? Who are you? It's like, it was kind of that drastic in a way. But then like the new guy comes in and it's just like, oh, wait. Yeah, you're Dale. All right, cool.
Yeah,
great.
It kind of
awesome,
reminds me.
Like, it's very weird.
It kind of reminds me of the new show that came out, the new season of Panting Stocking. Panting Stocking came out the first season, I believe, almost 10 plus years ago. Am I wrong with that, Neko? Because I know you know more about this more than me, probably. When it came out to Panting Stocking.
Thank you.
What?
Have you not seen Panting Stocking?
I have, but I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Okay, yeah, but from what I know, season 1 came out like 10 plus years ago, and season 2 just started airing, but it's a whole new cast,
which is insane. The English cast, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
English cast is a whole new cast. They mostly replaced most of the people from there, so it kind of reminds me of that. I haven't watched the show yet either, but from what I heard from Gremlin and Memory, that the characters sound a bit different, but so far it has worked out well. So that's a good thing.
That's what I heard too.
When it comes to it, because sometimes when you switch out a character that's been like the voice of it for so long and then transition it sometimes sounds too different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which at first, some clips I saw, it did sound like too different. I was like, ooh. But I bet if I watch it, I'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, this is fine. But
because then like your ear starts to be like, okay, you know what? Now you're that character. Now it's starting to settle in. But yeah, that initial jarring, it's like, it's kind of in a different aspect. When the English voice actor for Blackbeard, when that changed, and it ended up being the guy who played Hercule in the Dragon Ball dub, and he started playing Blackbeard. It's like, oh, wait a minute, this is a welcome change. You are Blackbeard, and like when you actually like see his like real life picture, he kind of does fit the build for Blackbeard.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very funny when characters to fit the role. I know Queen.
Oh, yeah.
I believe also from One Piece. The character that plays Queen also cosplay during his roles as well. So that's also something beautiful.
Yeah.
When they get into the role that they're doing. So like that shows that a lot of people think voice acting is easy. I'm like, nah, you guys don't understand that.
Nah.
You're literally portraying like a character that's a voice actor I love, and it sucks to see them transition, but it's Optimus Prime. I forget his full name. Colin something.
I forget that.
But he plays Optimus Prime for like 40 years. It's like when he's not here with us and I don't hear that voice no more, I'm like,
same. I'm not ready,
like,
man.
that voice is Optimus Prime, like, Autobots, roll out. And when he does the speech and everything, it's just so momentous. But I got off topic. Whawkins, continue about the King of the Hill. Yeah, of course we're on topic, but we kept, going
on topic with everything. Yeah, but not like some of the voice acting moments. Some of the performances are hit or miss at times, but a lot of the times it's hitting. The kids, so like Bobby and his, like, it's nice to see that he was still friends with like Joseph and all that. That's cool to see. His girlfriend that was like his neighbor and all that still shows up, and they're still like in a budding relationship, but not really. Her thing is crazy because like she ends up being like this open relationship or whatever, but that's a whole can of worms that they can. Yeah, exactly. See, there's your little hook right there. Like people like Crash who love their little romance stuff. Hey, there you go. There's your romance element. Go watch it. Go have fun with it. Go see how that evolves. I feel and like all that.
There's a Spanish in him that really just craves that. It's a telenovela drama. It is a telenovela drama in here. Because trust me, like me and Neko are the same. Like, we're chill people, but if there's like drama going on, I'm like, cool. Like, I'm gonna just have my popcorn. Exactly. Like, I'm gonna get my popcorn.
Like,
Like, you know what? I want to see chaos. Let me just stir up chaos. At some point, like, I'm a chill person. I've seen too much fighting from my family, my parents fighting in front of me. All the drama. I've seen so much telenovela. I've seen it. For anybody have not watched, please, they're funny as hell. Watch it on Netflix. They're there because you'd be finding out a whole great grandfather or great uncle come out of nowhere, be like, "This is my inheritance," and then start slapping people, and then stuff be like, "I came out of nowhere." I'm like, "Bitch, what?" Your whole twist. That's just mad fun. And hey, like, it feeds you. But I highly suggest. I also need to watch Korean dramas because they're also dramatic as fuck. Not India. Bollywood drama is fucking more dramatic. They're slow mo shots, entertaining. They're fun dramas. Oh
my god. Hell yeah. No. Sometimes you just need to sit there and watch somebody else's tea unfold.
Yes.
Exactly,
oh my gosh. Oh yes. Give me more of that. Like, it's not happening to me or anybody I give a shit about. Just, it's you and it's your bull crap. Love it. Like, let your life just continue to unravel and unfold. Let me watch the destruction and the chaos just ensue. Love it. But yeah, I mean, that's just a short little short review, I guess, maybe, or short like. No, I don't want to say analysis because then it's just like, oh, you didn't analyze anything. No, go watch.
First impressions.
It's a lot of fun.
First impressions.
Yeah, first impressions. Exactly. There we go. We'll go with first impressions.
Yeah, because
it's been a hell of a week, everybody.
Yeah, because is there anything more? Because I could also add a bit of mine when it's just very little. It's gonna be like a minute tops.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to mention that I watched it and it was a lot of fun.
I'm excited to watch it. In the Gumball season 7, maybe.
Oh yeah,
I'll come by for that time.
Yeah,
I've never watched The Amazing World of Gumball. I've never watched Adventure Time or a regular show. So yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, when it comes to content I have consumed when it comes to Weebs Lounge, I want to give a quick shout out plug. Go check out Weebs of the Ring because we did 4 streams back to back. We did it Thursday after the week. We did Sunday Night SmackDown. I said Sunday Night SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown. We did SummerSlam Night 1 and Night 2, and then we did Monday Night Raw. So actually 5 streams. And then today we're recording. So 6 recordings straight when it comes to your boy Vash. Straight ahead. It's been a good time. It's been fun for overall the team. We've been putting the work. Weebs of the Ring has been very well. So hopefully everyone enjoy the SummerSlam content. Even if you like some of the results or not, it is your opinion. Be satisfied with it or not.
Yeah.
Be construction with it. That's what I'm saying when it comes to the timeline.
And I will still be watching. Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that little thing. It's just like, yeah.
We will watch. We will still watch and critique as fans.
In the moment. Exactly.
But
it's just when certain beasts come on, hey, oh no, the remote. It fell and it accidentally turned the TV off. What a shame.
And then he cannot be on Weebs of the Ring that night of who knows what happens. He probably got eaten by Galactus.
We'll see.
But when it comes to
happen.
I haven't watched any or much of Weebs a media that I've consumed. I want to give a plug to what I will be talking about next week. Because in the next 12 hours by the time we're recording, me and my wifey will be watching Wednesday part 1 of season 2. So stupid to say part 1 because it's probably only 4 episodes, since I assume it's gonna be 8 episodes, since season 1 was 8 episodes. So my assumption is gonna be 4 and 4, since part 2 will be September 3rd. And then me, I don't know if Whawkins will be starting this week with me, but I will be starting Stranger Things. Yeah, I'll be starting.
Right.
I'll be starting Stranger Things. I'll be starting Stranger Things. I
was gonna rewatch it. Oops.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm here with him for accountability. So I'll be here reminding him. I'll be making a thread on the Discord as well. So in case that we have any thoughts to say, or myself wants to post pictures or for a conversation, I'll be putting Stranger Things thread in our Discord community. So if you guys want to talk about it or join with us, I'll be talking about Stranger Things probably every week, or probably do a solo video. Who knows? I haven't really thought about it. Other than that, I also plan to catch up to season 3 and 4 of Demon Slayer, because the movie comes out next month on the movie theater on September 13th. So I have about 5 weeks to watch 2 seasons. Season 3 I heard was good, Entertainment District arc.
Yes.
Season 4 was the training arc. Even
Wait, season 3 was that one? I thought season 3 was the village arc, the sword village arc.
Oh shit! Wait, hold up. You might be right, actually.
Hold on. Because
season 2, you were right. Yeah.
Season 2,
you're right. We're thinking.
Yeah.
I saw the next one was because the Demon Slayer Yaiba arc, and then the follow one is the Swordsmith Village arc. Yes, you're right. And then after that is the training arc.
Good catch.
Training arc is short. Like that's like 8 episodes. I think.
Yes, 11 episodes.
So yeah. Oh yeah. You'll blow through all that, because that last season.
Oh yeah, you're right. 8 episodes.
It was alright. It was why? Yeah.
Probably animation wise, but hey, in reality, I'm watching. I'm watching 19 episodes plus another 11 episodes. So I'm watching about less than 30 episodes, so that's not that bad. I will be reacting to it on twitch.tv/AniMa W3 Studio, so definitely check that out. I will not be cutting the streams because that's just too much work, so I will be putting that to VOD. Go check that out. It's gonna be exciting. I did watch season 1 with Sam and I did react with him, and I did watch the movie with him, but I don't think we did a reaction for season 2, but because that was technically the movie itself, just spread out with a bit more of extra details. But I'm excited. Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District arc, aka the one I call it in the Japanese side, the red district, because I'm not gonna call it Entertainment District because they're trying to be nice and censor friendly. It's just called the red district, guys. I say call it a day.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah. But I'm excited. It's 11 episodes of straight fire. My boy Tenzin or
Tengen.
Uzui.
Tengen Uzui. That's my boy, yo. My boy is a smooth ass motherfucker. Got 2 wives. No, 3 wives or 2 wives?
3
wives.
3 wives.
3 wives.
Damn.
I'm the 4th.
Beauties.
Yeah.
3. What?
Wait,
You're the 4th?
Anyways, what? Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Whawkins. Yeah. They're really beautiful.
Yeah.
They're
all
great.
3 wives.
I believe
you've got Eris, you've got Sylphie, you've got. Wait a minute, hold on. We're talking about Mushoku Tensei, right?
Well, it's funny. I believe I actually collected one of the wives in the Moodeba game. I actually think I collected one of the wives. I think.
Did you?
Which one?
I'm not sure.
Oh no!
I'm not sure. I collected one of them. I just know I saw them and it was like last hour. Claim it. Very simple as that. Also, when
What
it
color
comes
was her hair?
They're all black haired,
red,
right?
black from the art. It was what it looked like. Red and black.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That means she's the older one. I don't even know.
Maybe.
You know.
But I did try to get my boy Tengen, but I think he got traded to somebody else. But it's what it is.
Oh, you're still talking about Demon Slayer.
Yes, Demon Slayer, correct. Now, Mushoku Tensei. He was talking about
he was about to fight you if you got Aaron.
I have brain rot.
Mushoku Tensei.
I was actually gonna throw hands.
Mega Graham is collecting all the Mushoku Tensei characters, so he's right now collecting them. So if you want to talk about characters, he has them. So if you want to talk business, go ahead. But that is my plan for the month.
The man god.
Yes, that's my plan for the month. Watching Wednesday with Wifey tomorrow. That's what we're binging, and then more ReZero content, more Demon Slayer content, and then Stranger Things watching on the side. So it's gonna be a fun, busy month of content, and also me being a producer on a short film. So it's gonna be fun.
That's exciting. Yeah.
So exciting and also stressful. Sounds like fun. But I don't got no more on the Weebs Lounge. That is all that I had to say, all that I had to talk about. Because chat, we have no Otaku Big News Buzz Central, because that is our post for all the news in the buzz world, the hottest and all spirit opinions and everything entertainment. But for this one, we're not talking about it because you see from the title and the thumbnail, we are talking about Fantastic Four, the first steps. And if you haven't seen it, don't worry. We're going to give you a non-spoiler discussion. We're going to talk about the first films, how we first got introduced to the characters, our expectation, and then we will be talking about the movie itself. So if you want to be here for another 15 or so minutes, stick by with us. And then you can step up if you haven't seen the film yet. Or if you want to go see it, go on a Tuesday at 1 p.m. like I did, by yourself, and, sit in the theater. Be a bit lonely. It's okay. If you don't watch it with your wife, but you can't because she's busy at work, it's okay. Just go to a movie, take those first steps by leaving the house and taking the train. It's all right.
Did he have to throw that lonely line in there? Did he have to? Did he have to? I feel called out.
That's crazy. But when it comes to this, the Fantastic Four First Steps has come to theaters on this past weekend, July 29th, I believe it was. No, July 1st? No, July 25th.
30th.
Yeah.
25th.
There we go.
Dang.
Yeah, it was July 25th.
Oh, you're right, actually.
Yeah, because it came out before the week of SummerSlam in the same month as Superman. As you guys are aware that they came out within the same month. So before we get into the movie of itself, Fantastic Four First Steps within the MCU, I want to talk to you guys. What was your first introduction at Fantastic Four? Was it the comics? Was it the cartoons? Or was it the 2005 film of Fantastic Four? Was it the Rise of the Silver Surfer? Or was it the reboot of the 2015 film from Fox? Let's go off with you first, Neko. What was your first introduction of Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I would say for me it was just a 2005 film, and then from then on, otherwise no comics for me, just those films. That's all I knew about them. I think the other thing I learned, like maybe recently, when the Fantastic Four got teased at the end of dang it, what was it with the other actor?
Talking about Thunderbolts?
Was it Thunderbolts?
Yes.
Was it no.
Where they had it at the end of the ship,
like the spaceship.
No. There was a different film where it was a different actor for Reed. Where was that film? What film was?
Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, that one. Yes.
Yes.
So when they got kind of like teased there,
it was John Krasinski.
I learned like comic wise, like my friend was like, oh, they should have been like more of a bigger deal in Marvels for a while, because they're like the family and they're like the first basically Avengers and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, really? They're like, yeah. So it's kind of crazy that they're trying to introduce them way late into the game now,
so
and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. That was pretty interesting to learn that was supposed to be the case.
Did you ever see The Incredibles?
Yes, yeah.
That's literally an inspiration from the Fantastic Four. That's literally that's literally
cool.
And I believe the director or writer has literally said that he took inspiration from the Fantastic Four. Literally, if you see it, the Fantastic Four, there are the family of the four kids. Also, we have the Mole Man in the film as well. So there's a lot of similarities within the film, which is a good thing because it takes inspiration. That's why a lot of people make the jokes that the Incredibles are the first family in the animation side.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Incredibles definitely left a mark when it came out. It was like, whoa, cool.
Exactly. Whawkins, how about you? What's your first introduction? Because was it comics? Was it cartoons? Were you did you ever see the cartoons back in the early '90s of the Fantastic Four?
No, I didn't really watch many of the Marvel cartoons growing up, which is actually kind of crazy to think about. I am a '90s kid. But I with the Fantastic Four, so like I actually saw that movie in theaters, the first one, the 2005 one. So I remember going to the movie theater to see that one. The other time I've witnessed or experienced the Fantastic Four, I think they were in one of the X-Men Legends game on the GameCube. It might have been the second one, because I remember the second one had a lot more characters in it, because like in that one you could get like Deadpool and Iron Man and all that. But I think, or maybe it was one of the other like Marvel Alliance games or whatever. But like I remember playing with the Fantastic Four, so like Sue Storm and Reed Richards and the Thing and all that. Like it was one of those games where like you could change the characters. It's like top down and all that. Maybe it was just a Fantastic Four game. Anyways, no, getting sidetracked with it. So that was my earliest experience with the Fantastic Four. I didn't see Rise of the Silver Surfer. It didn't really look appealing to me back then. So I'm like,
you want to see the big cloud of Galactus coming to eat our planet?
Yeah, when I heard that, I definitely did not go see it.
Bro, I hated that fucking cloud, and I hated Green Lantern's stupid ass cloud of fucking the yellow shit. Those two, and the third cloud. If anybody don't know of another cloud, Darkseid from Smallville was also a fucking stupid cloud. I don't know what was in the 2010 brain of script writers that wanted to, hey, let's not make these actual characters become a bucket. Let's just make them a big dark Cosmo cloud.
That's funny.
I mean, it's just like the whole trope of, oh, what's happening? There's a portal in the sky. Yeah. Literally, in almost any superhero movie, there's going to be a portal in the sky. Mm-hmm. And whether it's going to be an army or it's like sucking up just like a bunch of stuff in the world, just going into it or doing some sort of destruction, the portal in the sky. Boom.
Or is it easier to work with, maybe?
Or there's a portal in Times Square that also works still.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's always freaking New. Why is it always New York?
I think we had a conversation about that almost a week ago, 2 episodes ago.
Men in Black, always something happened in New York.
I laugh. For the DC Comics, I don't laugh always because they have Gotham, they have other cities that take inspiration of New York and everything. But when it comes to Marvel Comics, I laugh because Manhattan has like almost 20 superheroes that lives there as patrols, but somehow they never interact, and it's always the most hilarious shit. Because sometimes Spider-Man, who's always around the Midtown area, sometimes reacts, with Daredevil, but he barely reacts with Luke Cage, who's over there in Harlem. So it's always interesting, and Manhattan always be getting fucked. If I was a superhero in this universe, I would if I was a regular citizen, I would live in a fucking Ohio, Oklahoma, literally, fucking Louisiana, where there's no heroes, there was no villains, where there's nobody that should fuck me up or ruin my car, where I should have a car insurance that says, in case of a liability, that a superhero like the Hulk, like the Thing, like Magneto, etc., will lift your car up. You have a warranty of $300 or $3,000. Fuck no. Imagine car insurance in this universe. Fuck no.
You need to have like the weapon clause in your insurance.
Literally.
The Magneto clause. Like they're separate like things. Like it's just certain like programs you get or like packages. It's like, oh wait, you can get the weapon clause, but like it doesn't cover psychic powers. So unfortunately, it's only like a physical like lifting up the car and throwing. Sorry, Scarlet Witch used your car for an attack. Not covered under your.
You're right.
Sorry, but Geico, you told me I would be fine. Well, see, the Geico lied to you. Sorry, he's actually a villain.
That's funny. I remember there was this Vine going around talking about that. It was like this Vine where this guy was sleeping on his bed and he hears Batman and Joker going at it and stuff like that, or any superhero. And he's just like, man, why do I live here? He's like, oh yeah, the rent's kind of cheap. Oh yeah, all right.
It's Gotham.
Back to bed.
The one is Gotham. Rent is cheap. And also, I remember in that scene, I believe he was in Arkham.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I believe Joker told Batman is that the food is free, they feed me. All I gotta do, I have my bed, I have everything, I can't complain, and rent is free. And I believe Batman just walked away and went to the next cell.
It's funny.
It's a fact though. But when it comes to my introduction to the Fantastic Four, like you said, you have not seen the Silver Surfer. I am a comic book fan. If anybody questions my anime and manga knowledge, sure. I'm not like, that's one thing I always love to talk to Nate, to Memory and K. His knowledge when it comes to the director, the animator, he has great knowledge. That's why I love having him on the team, and he's a encyclopedia when it comes to that very well. On my skill set, I'm an encyclopedia when it comes to my comic book knowledge. I grew up with Fantastic Four. I grew up with the comics. I grew up with the cartoons. I grew up with Jack Kirby, reading the material. I read the comics from the 80s. I read Fantastic Four. For don't know, please find out how powerful Franklin Richard is. That's all I'm going to say. Go find that in the comics. This man is an OG. I will talk about it more during the spoiler review, so stay tuned for that. Okay. But I really enjoyed, not loved, but enjoyed the first Fantastic Four of 2005. That film was enjoyable. It was solid. It was entertaining. Was it great? No. But until 20 years later, I still say the line, flame on and do this. My boy Chris Evans, just this man this man in this film was a cocky, horny, but smooth ass talking bastard. And Reed still didn't mind that. Reed would look come at him like, yo, I need you to get serious right now. He's like, all right. This man, Johnny, knew when it's go time, when it's not. This man, Chris Evans, I love him as Johnny. Thank you for coming back in Deadpool Wolverine. Being the asshole you are, the cocky motherfucker you are, and this man dying. And then dying. But that's his fault. That's his fault for dying. He opened his mouth.
Honestly, and funny enough in that scene, I honestly believe he didn't say it until Deadpool was like, "Nah, let me show y'all." Y'all really think
I knew he said it. I knew he said it.
I forgot. It was so long since I've seen Johnny again, and I was like, "Oh, Johnny, why are you going that hard?"
I knew he said it. Once Johnny lied and said, I would never say it. I would never say it. I'm like, yeah, he said it. Trust me, Johnny the comics has fucked with She-Hulk. He has fucked with other he has slept with She-Hulk and everything in the comics. He has slept with a few other type of superheroes and everything. So he has quick side thing. He has fucked with Doomsday's wife. Sorry, not Doomsday. Doom's wife. He literally has fucked with Doom's wife, and also on the day of their wedding.
Wait, okay, whoa. The lore dropped
crazy.
Right now. The lore dropped right now. How is Doom allowing this? Did he die?
No. Doom literally got fucking mad and literally blew up the wedding and go on a whole tantrum. What you mean? This man, once he found out, his wife told him at the altar, like, hey, before we say yes, I gotta tell you something. I slept with Johnny. Literally saying that. And literally fucking Doom lost it. This man said, oh, it's over. And he had the guests. He had the Avengers as guests. He had the Fantastic Four as guests. What the fuck you expect? And you know Johnny. Fucking Doom knows Johnny. Like, yo, it's like, yes, chat, a whole quick lore story. I got to tell you, I love my Fantastic Four. As you know, I'm a comic fan. I watched the 90s
I love this.
animated cartoon as well. But like I said, the Silver Surfer, fuck the Cloud, fuck Galactus, that shit was ass. But still, it was great to see the Silver Surfer. As somebody who has read the comics of him and seen the cartoons, it's great to see him. The Fantastic Four of 2015, I gotta ask you guys, did anybody see this one or the 2015 one?
I feel like I did, but I feel like I erased it from my memory, and we don't talk about it.
So in case you don't remember, Miles Teller was Reed Richards. Kate Mara was Sue Storm, and Michael B. Jordan was my boy, the Human Torch.
Huh.
I don't know. From what it was, I think Michael B was the only one I heard good things about.
I can't lie. Miles Teller was a good read. Was he great? No, but he was good. He was solid. Not saying that he did anything crazy like Old Star, no, but he was solid. Like he was a good Reed Richards. Like that, I can't say anything about that. Okay. Obviously, the two better Reed Richards are, Pedro Pascal and the one from the first one. Can't remember his name.
I mean, to me, it just sounds like Fantastic Four 2015 kind of sounds like it belongs in the same place a certain live action Lilo and Stitch belongs. Which is wait, that exists?
Yeah. But look, like I said, with Fantastic Four, they had a lot of great potential. They had good ideas, talking about the Dark Realm, talking about a few characters that has been from the Fantastic lore not showing up. So just to see that actually be the case, I love Fantastic Four, so to actually see them be involved. Sucks that the movie didn't do well. I like that they was wearing a costume, the old style. Johnny Storm, played by Michael B. Jordan, was very smooth, but hey, we got him in Black Panther and other projects in the future, so it was still good to see him there. But that's about it when it comes to Fantastic Four and the movies itself. Now my question to you guys is, what were you expecting for the Fantastic Four first steps from 2025 MCU iteration? Were you guys excited? Because to be honest, I believe we spoke about the trailer once on Anime Podcast, or we spoke about it that it came out, but I don't think I watched it, because when I came into the theater this morning, early afternoon, I already told myself, like, I actually don't think I've seen much of the trailers or much of the clips. Like, I knew of them whenever it passed my timeline or something. Like, I've seen, like, maybe matter of seconds, but never actually seen clips. So, something that I saw. But first expectations going to film, I honestly, I think I wrote in the group chat or somewhere, I just want to be entertained. I just want to be good. I want to be entertained, and I want to have fun. I didn't really expect to be seeing a crazy Fantastic Four, great power skill, nothing. No, just great characters, representation of Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny, and the thing, and be entertained. So that to me is something is what I wanted, and I felt like it succeeded, and I got out of it. So Neko, talk to me. How did you feel going into the film since you saw it in your vacation? Like, you took the time to say, hey, I'm going to go to a different city and see a film in a different city. So how did you feel going in? Did you have an expectation, and did that succeed your expectation, or were you a bit underwhelmed?
I would say my first, or what I was feeling going into the movie, I was hyped from the first trailer. Afterwards, I didn't check out any trailer if the edit. Oh no, the teaser. It was the teaser, then the trailer. Then I stopped seeing anything else that came about it, because you know how Marvel does. Oh my god,
they spoil everything.
Yeah, so at this point, I've learned. Even with Superman, I did the same thing. I think it was the teaser, the trailer, that's it. Because no, they do too much. But yeah, I think I was just really excited on it. I was like, ooh, this looks really good. The music, the track, everything hooked me in from that first teaser, even trailer. I like the dynamic a lot. I know a lot of people were kind of questioning the cast, but I honestly, from the trailer, even teaser, I was already in love. I was like, oh, I actually liked who they picked. I know, which I don't know if it's real. I remember years ago or something that Pedro Pascal was supposed to be Galactus, so I was really surprised to see him as Reed. So I don't know. I guess I don't know if it was real or not, that casting or whatever, but I just like the final decisions of everyone. I was like, okay, this is good. I like this a lot. So going into this, I was already hyped. Man, I was really hyped about Thunderbolts. That was like the only film out of the three that were coming out that I wasn't excited about was Thunderbolts. So even that surprised me so much. And I was already expecting the other two to surprise me, or not even surprise me, to be more hooked than Thunderbolts. And I will say, coming out of the theater, I liked it. It wasn't as great as I wanted it to be, but it was good. It was a good setup. I think I wanted a lot more from it, but it was a good setup for Doomsday, since it is supposed to be like that connecting and stuff like that. So I think that's my only gripe, and I think that's a lot of people's kind of not gripe, but it's just like how they feel. They're like, oh, it's a 7 out of an 8. It's not like a 10. But it is good.
But it sucks it sucks that people see nowadays, because I remember years ago that maybe 10 years ago, since consuming media and giving ratings started to go more critique, where a 7 to 8 where, example, our boy Crash, even though we make fun of him, when he says the word mid and he says still a 7 or 8, I'm like, but that's not a bad score. Like a 7 to 8 out of a 10 scale, a 7 to 8 is actually good. But in mid is more of a 5 or 6. Like, all right, cool, that's fine. But when I hear 7 to 8, like, that's actually a good rating. Like, that to me is not bad. Like, hey, out of a perspective, 7 to 8 is good.
No, it's really good. That's why I really did enjoy myself. I still came out of the theater happy, like you said. I just wanted to be enjoying it. I didn't expect the baby to be through the whole film. I thought it was just going to be until the end of the film. So
I didn't.
Look, that was my surprise.
I figured that baby was going to be part of this movie.
Okay, fair.
Like,
I thought it was by the end. I didn't think, slight spoiler. I didn't think the baby was going to be born mid-movie. I didn't think like that baby was going to be or something. I thought it was going to be by the end, which are like, for those that read the comics, Galactus and said baby are connected, which I will talk about during the spoiler review. So that threw me off a bit. So I'm glad. I'm glad that you saw the. I'm glad that you saw the happening or coming from my away, Walker, because I didn't really picture that until.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it was like a mile away, but like I had a feeling like, okay, this movie's gonna be focused on the baby, mainly because it's like, okay, if Sue's pregnant the whole film, she's not gonna be able to do too much.
True.
Besides just I'm a pseudo damsel in distress, even though she shouldn't be, which I'm glad. I think she was like a standout character for. I know we haven't gotten to that part yet, but like Sue Storm in this movie was really good as a character. Like, she was somebody that like very much exceeded my expectations, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I honestly went in with low expectations because, again, it's MCU and MCU's kind of been iffy at best lately. So yeah, this one very much exceeded a lot of expectations, which were almost none going in.
So you also had no expectation going in. You just wanted to be entertained and had a good time.
Exactly. And that's the thing, because like I saw the first trailer, I'm like, okay, you know what, this looks fun, this looks interesting. I'm actually, I'm in it. I'm in for whatever ride they're gonna give me, whether that's gonna end up being a good one or a bad one. Hey, I'm at least gonna have fun going on this ride, which I did. Like, this movie, I think what was really cool to see is this kind of retro futuristic look they had.
Yes.
Like, that looked so good. It took me back to like watching like a Jetsons cartoon.
Yes, I was thinking that. Look at Jetson.
Yeah. Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you see like the big old like oval TV screens and all that. The fact that like they were recording space messages and putting them on record discs.
Yes. That was really funny.
I'm just like, what are we doing here? I love it though. Like, give me more of that, please. Which they did. It was just really cool to see. And like, the one thing too with this movie is it's not that action heavy.
It's not.
There's a lot of dialogue. Yeah. There's a lot of character moments. It's just really good in that aspect. And like the fighting too, like some of the effects were actually kind of good.
Yeah.
Now I say that, but there were a couple moments like Johnny when he was talking to Silver Surfer.
Okay. Same. Dude, that.
I'll ask about you after. I'll ask about you after, because I know we're about to transition into our full spoiler thoughts about that.
Okay, yeah. That's fair, but I understand you. Yeah. There's 2 moments. You're right. 2 moments.
I love that you said that. I love that you said that and brought that up, because it's very beautiful when you admit that the movie itself didn't have a lot of action, and that's a good reminder that the Fantastic Four. You have to understand, their powers are very simple. We have a strong guy that can't fly. We have a guy that could fly, but all he has is like firepower. He has no strength that could pick the thing up. Like, he could pick him up, but not do anything crazy. Like he did from space, that's all. But when it comes to Invincible Woman, just girl could light up the spectrum and turn things invincible around her with her. And you got a guy who's smart as hell, could stretch. But that's the disadvantage and advantage of their powers, that their comics and their stories are more analytical strategy of their own experience, because they work for the government, they have government experience, they have army experience, they have all those little small things around them that makes them key factors of how four people could make a whole squad work together so well. And that's what's always been known so well about them as the first Marvel family.
Well, even how they fought, to be like how you point that out, they're very simplistic, but they can work really well together. When Invisible Girl was doing like holding up the cell, like when this is like one scene in particular that really amazed me. It was in the beginning of the movie where Invisible Girl was like holding the train or like putting it together, subway, whatever. And there comes Johnny trying like using his fire to like put it together, like to like stick it together basically, and that was really cool to me. I was like, they just really work well together. Like even Ben and sometimes Reed go at each other, and like Johnny or Ben help each other out. Like they're really just a balanced family that their powers are like coexistent for each other basically. And it's really well done. I love it. Like sometimes they separate ways and have the duos work together and like help out or whatever, or like come together. I really did like the dialogue stuff, and it didn't have to be all actiony. So I don't know, it was a good film. That's why we'll get into the spoiler territory. I'm so excited to talk about so many stuff. Oh my god.
Chat, like we said, there's been a good 25 minutes of getting into the overall conversation of the Fantastic Four history, our non-spoiler thoughts about the film. As you could tell, we enjoyed it. It seems like we all have it as a solid 7 to 8.5. It seems like that we all have a good solid grasp of enjoyment of the film. We ourselves recommend it to you. I went out, saw it by myself on matinee with an extra discount because it's Tuesday. I went to see on Adobe Cinema, paid a good $16, and I took myself out on a date by myself to watch Chick-fil-A. I said, watch Chick-fil-A, eat Chick-fil-A. So it was a good food. It was a good time. And honestly, I do recommend the movie. I'm sure our other two panelists would agree as well. No, fuck it, we don't recommend the film. We hated it. We highly recommend us to watch the film. The next Marvel MCU film after this, it is Spider-Man. The next one is right now currently being filmed. So that is the next film in the process. So we will be talking about after that is Avengers Doomsday. That's the next one. Anybody excited? Quick thing that we get into transition before we get to the spoiler transition. Anybody excited for Spider-Man or Avengers Doomsday?
I am very excited for Spider-Man. I'm curious what they'll do after what happened last time. And then Doomsday,
I hope they get their shit together for Doomsday. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's very interesting.
The fact that they're still trying to write that last third. Oh boy.
But you know what? Too, it makes me think that Spider-Man's gonna be great. I think, right? I mean, but I'm very curious if they are thinking of bringing Kong back, right? Since of the situation with the actor. That's what I remember hearing. I think some months ago, where they said, "Oh, we're going to try to bring back Kang," which was supposed to already have been released by now. I think initially. Well, and that was going to be connected to Doomsday too before.
I'm pretty sure Feige came out too and was just like, "Yeah, we were always going to get rid of Kang." It's just like, no, you weren't.
Yeah.
If you know Kang from the comics, this man could rival literally Thanos and a few others, Ultron. Go watch. I highly recommend anybody. If you want to see what the MCU could have been when they had all the rights and everything, go watch Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes. It's 3 seasons, and they do literally 3 minimum to 8 episodes max of story arcs from the comics. They have done literally they have done Secret Wars, Civil Wars, they have done Ultron, they have done Kang, where Hank Pym is involved, they've done Black Panther, they have Fantastic Four. Yes, Neko, if you want to watch a good Avengers cartoon of the Marvel Comics, go watch Avengers Earth Mighty Heroes. Highly recommend it. There's a few others, but that's one that I could recommend for sure, 100%.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Okay.
But
no, I saw one scene with Kang in there where he's fighting the Avengers. Oh boy!
Oh, he kicks their ass. He kicks their ass.
Oh my god!
Badly.
He destroyed them, just like embarrassed them.
Was that the scene where he used the time thing and he teleports like quickly to take them out?
From what I remember, he
and
was
he had
in
the chair. Yeah, the chair. Yeah. We had the chair to teleport them and kicks their ass. So yeah.
Yeah,
that's the exact show I'm
also
talking about.
in that show.
Yeah,
I think
Dooms kicks their ass
I remember
too.
seeing a clip of him. Yeah,
Dooms kicks their ass too. Oh my god, can't afford. You know what? Chat. We are talking about it. Let's get into it. We are talking about Fantastic Four First Steps, our spoiler review. I love how this movie first started. I really love how this movie first started. It's talking. The first thing they said, Earth 828. I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
You're telling me we're not on Earth Prime. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's all I needed to know. That made the movie
10 times better. Yes.
I'm just like, okay, good. We're not tying in any of the stupid MCU stuff. It's gonna be its own, like, and I think that's one thing to the movie's benefit. It can stand on its own.
Yes, 100%.
Like, it's its own thing. It's its own movie. It doesn't have. You don't have to worry about the past MCU stuff. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, I watched not Ghost Rider. Yeah, you know, fudge it. I
love Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage. Fuck yeah.
Yes, bro. Thank you. People. Yeah. Man, people be dogging on that, and
I don't give a fuck. Yo, I love. One of my favorite scenes from Ghost Rider is Ghost Rider Avengers, where this man is fucking peeing as Ghost Rider by the back of the truck, and the kid was watching him as Ghost Rider, and all you see is just you be like, kid, you do know that you're watching a demon pee with fire. You do know that, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Badass. I've done the same thing.
100%.
But yes,
like, no, I don't have to see like freaking Ghost Rider from 20 years ago to understand this movie or to get any references. Like,
I agree.
Freaking Fantastic Four, and I like how they didn't and I like how other superhero movies are doing this now. We're not sitting there with the origin story.
Yes,
they are established. They are like they've been in this for a few years. Hell, they are basically the Earth's heroes. They lead the Earth.
So so if I could add to that, one thing before we continue, chat. One spoiler. We're in spoiler segment, so whatever we're saying is part of the movie. So keep on tabs. Two, like we said in the original, it's Coburn time. Even though he don't fucking say it, it pisses me off. That's the one thing it pissed me off.
The cartoon says it.
which is not wrong, because in the comics or cartoon he did say it. They did say in the cartoon, the comics a lot. But two, chat, we were supposed to be the Fantastic Four, but right now with the Fantastic Three, I'm gonna just say who we are. I am Reed Richards. Our Crash was supposed to be the Human Torch. Whawkins, who are you?
Say the thing.
No, I don't say the thing.
Come on, say the thing.
That's the
say the thing. Say the thing. Say the thing.
Fine, it's clobbering time. That was so cool. That was that little moment where they're just like dive bombing towards Galactus. Nah, we're in spoiler territory now. I'm gonna say it. That scene kicked ass.
100%.
His power, again, just like as simplistic as it is. He's rock. He's a rock.
Yeah,
he is.
That's what the thing is.
He's Geodude.
He's exactly. But like the fact that he was able to like knock down Galactus like that.
No, for real though.
It's a pebble. He's a pebble compared to Galactus.
He literally ran through the building just to take it down. He literally said, how do I help? He didn't even think about it. He didn't even say. He just said, I got you. He ran like the fucking rhino.
He did. That was so cool.
But and obviously, chat with Neko, she's Sue Storm. We literally all the Fantastic Four, so work out perfectly
here.
You're
typecast.
Yeah. The only female here. You're right.
We're typecasting out here, but I just want to state that real quick, chat, and please comment down below your thoughts about the movie as well. If we missed anything to discuss, be aware that we are not a comic book channel. We're not comic book for details. They're like all three of us here. I'm the comic book person, so we're not gonna be all details. So if we miss anything from Jack Kirby, anything seen or callback or Easter eggs, please let us know down in the comment section below. Or if you want to have more of a conversation, join our Discord as well. So please don't come and hate or say, hey, you guys forgot this. If we did, we're normal human beings that we just having an open conversation about the movie itself. Other than that, let's continue on how I first started watching. Like you said, you started off saying that how it didn't have an origin story. I agree. I love how Ted Gilbert, the show, I love beautiful segue how they started. Hey guys, you know, we have had them for the past 4 years. They've been our heroes of the world. We have had them doing this, and they went 4 people into the astronaut. I'm like, that's one thing I ask and question, because when he said that he has 4 people entering the ship, and I'm like, but there's supposed to be a 5th person in the ship, supposed to be Dr. Doom. Where is he? But I guess they're not gonna explain that, even though he appeared at the end. The hell, he got my boy Doom. Zoro, stop falling. Zoro, stop falling. I'm sorry. But when it comes to Doom and everything, I was questioning during that flashback. I was like, are we supposed to have Doom in this ship? But I guess we're not gonna mention him yet, since our girl Sue Storm didn't really talk about that in the post-credit scene. But don't worry, chat. We will have a post-credit scene at the end. But that's one thing I love about the origin story, Whawkins. You brought up a great point. It was how it was a flashback. How in the beginning of the film, it was a montage. At the end of Superman, it was a montage when he was seeing his happy scenes. Same way, we didn't need to see it. We already seen 2 iterations. And if anybody wants to go read more, know more, there's the comics and there's the cartoons or the 2 original films.
And plus, like, just with the movie itself, it does a good job with like establishing who they are, what they're all like, what each of them are about, and just like kind of the impact that they've had too. Like a really good scene is with Ben when he's just in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know, like the people,
his whole
love
town.
him. Yeah, like the people love him around there. He's a man of the people, joking with the kids. Got a little boo thing going on right there. You know? Like, and
bro was ready to throw the car too. He's like, "Oh, you want to throw the car? I got you."
And she's like, "Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that next time." You know, I was expecting it to be her car, so I'm glad it wasn't.
Right, same.
But yeah, like the movie just does a good job, because like you get that with Ben, you get it with Johnny too, just like how he's a kind of a hothead, but like we'll probably get on later on, he's actually kind of smart.
Yeah,
like as he should be. Like he's just a cocky guy. Reed, you really understand Reed, like how
Pedro Pascal was amazing. A lot of people was questioning him, like, "Oh, hey, are we good to have him?" To have him, like, no, Pedro, I feel like succeeded in giving us the Reed Richards of this universe as being the smart guy, because Reed has always been, if anybody don't know the comics, he has always been the hard choice person, but he will choose the universe. He will choose the science. He will choose the everything. But until he has Franklin or Sue, those are the only 2 people he will choose them over the universe. Other than that, he will figure a way out. He'll find the science. He has always argue with Doom. He has always argue with Tony Stark. He literally sees eye to eye with them, but then at times he wants to just be annoyed at them.
Man, you just reminded me of when they get back onto Earth. After seeing Galactus, God damn, man!
That was sad.
I could be gushing.
No,
I don't want to be the only one talking, but it's just like, God, it's just
go ahead.
So many good moments in this movie.
I know.
His response felt depressing. It felt like everyone, once they heard the word of Reed Richards, who's the smartest man in the universe, say, "What's your answer?"
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Even for example, even when my wife asks me a question of things that I do know or something, when I don't respond, I don't know, she'd be even shocked, because I have a lot of knowledge in a lot of media or in a lot of fields. So when I say I don't know, she's like, "Really, you don't know?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have to. If you give me come back in an hour, I could do my research if you need me to know." And then I come back in an hour and be like, "All right, so here's how we do this." And then like I felt that frustration, sadness from Reed, because he was flabbergasted, because also I was shocked that he told them the truth in the press conference.
Oh yeah,
I was flabbergasted.
That's just Reed's mind. It's just like, I'm just gonna tell y'all how it is, because that's how I've always done it. Like, these are the facts. This is what it is, and it kind of bites him in the ass for a little bit, until his lovely wife Sue is able to come out and
I think that's speech status.
Oh yeah,
being able to get the people together and believe
It was perfect. It was, you felt the emotion because she even brought the emotion. She said, you know that time when my mom died in the car accident. My father lived. My father lived. But my mom died. But one thing she always showed to me and explained to me is that when you have a child, you will move heaven or earth. You saw everyone there just put their signs down slowly, like, fuck, we're the bad guys here.
She right.
Like, damn,
we're kind of being assholes right now.
All the women faces were starting to show the face, like, yeah, we understand you. We have kids here, our sons are here, or for the people at home watching the TV to looking more sadder. And I'm like, damn, we were telling her to sell her kid, but we didn't even think about. Damn, we're in the same position as her. Just her kid, we don't know, but it's cosmic. It's powerful as fuck.
Yeah. But I think that was one of the things too I loved about the film too, is that, like you guys were talking about earlier, the dialogue in every scene, with even to that point, with her speech hitting everyone, because realistically, who would sacrifice their child? I think everyone, of course, like Reed was saying, they're scared, they're panicking. That's why they, in their mind, that's their only logical sense, is like, oh, we'll give the child and then we can all be safe. But like in a serious situation, no one is willing to do that, and that's why her going out there with Franklin and like telling her story again, which we already know, is just right now everyone's scared, so we just had to bring them back into full focus, and then her explaining all that and telling about her and her brother. And all, and just them as a family. She was like, I love you guys. I'm not gonna sacrifice you guys. I would not sacrifice my child for you guys, or I would not even sacrifice this place for anyone else. And that was such a good speech too, because that even got people to be like, you're right, you guys have been with us this whole time. You guys have never done us wrong. Like, okay, we believe in you guys. Let's calm down. Let's work together as a family. And that was it. Hit. I almost teared up. I was like, "Dang, this is so good.
I felt like this film was more of a like this was a Fantastic Four film, right? This was the first family, but this felt like the main character didn't feel it was more Reed. It was more. He was he was number 2 in the film. Yes. Number 1 was Sue Storm. She was number 1 because she was doing a lot of talking. Like the way she spoke for the press conference, the way she walked up the stairs, and she already was told by her sister, "Turn invisible." She said, "Copy," and then the guy said, "Hey, when you see invisible?" Like, yeah, don't worry, I got you. But she was right there. I bet you, like, didn't 5-6 other senators see this shit? Like nobody saw. Like,
no, literally, bro. I was like, oh wait, we really didn't see it.
But the best part, because again, this is a great example of like visual storytelling when she's giving like one of their speeches. I'm just gonna say it's the UN or whatever, but when like she's giving her speech there, you have one empty seat in a certain country where a certain dude guy is the leader of, like, he's not there. So already we're establishing that he doesn't really care for them. And like, he's like the one person that doesn't. And that's why like things like Sue's speech, how the world was able to have a curfew after 8 or 9 o'clock to turn off all the lights, how everyone agreed to that. Like it's already, that again, this movie does such a good job of establishing who the Fantastic Four are to this planet. Like, literally,
oh, that's really praise to her as a character. No, not even her. Them. She in this universe. In this universe, they got the whole world to build. Literally, fucking teleportation portals around the world within maybe a week or a month, because they had Galactus. I forgot her actual name, Dubai something, but I'm gonna just call her Silver Surfer. I forgot her name from the top of my head. But for Silver Surfer to literally be in the dark hole, in the black in the dark hole, black hole right now, she was trapped there. She met Galactus and started to travel, and then they came here. But during that time, they built the time portal. They told everyone to turn off lights at 8 p.m. worldwide. I don't know if it's EST worldwide, but whatever it may be, they did that. That is a triumph in any way. No type of other heroes that we have seen on TV have actually done that. A coordinated time zone and check with everyone. Hey, check in, you do this, check in, you do this. Yes, we're good. And they were about to succeed. They were literally, hey, we're about to teleport the whole fucking Earth.
Pissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally were so close, bro. I was like, no, why Silver? What?
This close. They were literally about
In the
to
process.
pull the Patrick. They're about to pull the Patrick from SpongeBob. Be like, let's just take the world and push it somewhere else.
Basically. I was like, oh yeah, y'all can't
Vash,
do
watch
that.
more
You're right.
SpongeBob, and you'll
Yeah, you gotta
understand.
watch SpongeBob.
We should
Well, you'll
just
understand
take
Peak.
Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else.
But that's why, just the whole just the whole family of this whole movie, just them talking, even like I think. No, this is where this is like a con for me. I loved everyone's story, even our boy Johnny, but I think Ben's, like, people were saying, I wish I had more with Ben. Ben was really good. I just wanted a bit more Ben's story.
Usually Ben is the last one. Usually in Fantastic Four stories,
Right.
Ben is the last one to get flesh out and stretch.
That's fair. That's why I just wanted more, because I really was excited for him, and I know there's a lot of other story beats that we could go with him. But the surprise too was Johnny's, because I think I'm just so used to cocky Johnny, but him being very smart too and trusting in him. He's hey, like you mentioned before, like when he needs to lock in, he's in, and his plan to get or even learn the language of Silvers. I was like, oh, Johnny. I mean, it could be funny too that he did it because he wanted some silver put, but no, he did it because he sympathized with her, and he was like, hey, you were able to save your planet, I just want to save mine, and can you help us? Like please, you told me something in your language because you actually cared or something. You felt bad, and that was such a good moment for Johnny. Even his quote unquote sacrifice and Silver doing what she did. I was like, that Johnny's arc was so good to me. I don't know. I really love Reed's arc. Almost made me cry. Just the whole conversation with him and Stu. So many great story beats, and Ben's too would have been up there. It's just it didn't go full hit mark like the rest of them did, and I wish it did, because I really love Ben.
No, I get that. Like, I do wish his went just a little farther, but I get why, because his was more just kind of grounded with the people he interacted with.
Yes.
I'm wondering if there were some deleted scenes with that.
Maybe, because it feels like it.
Yeah.
With what? With Ben Grimm?
Yeah.
That's possibly more involving the church stuff, or more involved with the kids. Probably him visiting once more time. Probably that did happen, because we did see him around the area, even crossing around with the bags of bringing groceries, which I'm a bit shocked. The Baxter building had no type of assistant. Like, there was nobody helping out to get the groceries for Ben Grimm or them. But like, all right, Ben probably likes to get a little stretch of legs.
Probably. But I feel like just even another part, I guess, like I did talk about earlier, was just Reed. Like, I honestly was already, I believed in Pedro Pascal. I think he showed me enough times that he can do a really good job with characters in so many other films. And with Reed, I was like really surprised. Him being, of course, his meticulous self, right? He's always and stuff like that, and Ben always being there clocking it every time when Reed's overworried or something, and even Sue. But Ben and his relationship was so beautiful too, and I really enjoyed it. And just his breakdown of being like, I have to think about these things. I wish I didn't have. I'm weird. I know I'm weird, but I have to do this for the family. And I'm like, no, Reed, you can lead on them, which he does. And I really do love that too. He's the leader. He has to think about this stuff. He can't help. He's always the science guy, the logical guy. And like you guys mentioned before, when he thought of that plan to get Galactus in that little spot, he was like, I don't want to do it, but this is literally the only way. Like, he wouldn't have wanted to do it, but that was in his way, where his head, he thought of every other solution, but that was the only way. And I was like, oh, Reed, oh.
And you could just feel how bad he felt. It's just like, I have to do this to my own son. Like,
Oh.
how messed up am I? And yeah, I love that. He's just like, yeah, I have to be, because nobody else is going to think like this. Nobody else is going to be, have to make that tough decision. That's why, like, it's so big when he just tells the truth when they come back from speaking with Galactus. He's just like, yeah, negotiations failed and he asked for too high a price. And when somebody asked, well, what was the price? Like, he could have just lied. He could have just been like, I can't say that. But no, he was just
said,
like,
my son?
No. Yeah. Like, because that's the thing. That's just Reed Richards.
He's blunt. He's blunt. He don't sugarcoat it. And that's something I love about Reed Olsen in the comics. Is Reed an asshole? For those that don't know or read the comics, yes. Is Reed straight to the point an asshole? Yes. But is Reed an asshole that he is being mean on purpose? No. Reed is a person that is realistic. He's idealistic, yes, because he believes in a higher power. He believes in the purpose of science. He believes he has played in the comics. People understand this man has played with dark matter, and he's been outside of our universe and has played around with it with his own son Franklin. People need to understand. Let me repeat it one more time. Franklin, his son, has been outside of the universe. Imagine, like, you reading the comic. He's outside of the universe, and him, the person, Reed Richards, are outside playing with the universe. Like, they're playing with the anatomy of fucking Earth, like Earth, the planets, the cosmic itself. That's how fucking Reed has been so smart and strategized in that way. And that's what I love about him. When, like you said, Whawkins, when first, the way that they didn't even get shocked going to space, going to see Galactus, he dead ass told, hey, Ben, how long would it take for you to get everything fixed? About 20 hours. Can you make it 16? Yeah, I got you. They did it. They worked on it. And I love how they didn't show step by step. They kind of montage. They show, they quickly, hey, this is, the movie's going along. Days has happened, but we're showing within time zones of, or, time segments that things are moving along. But then they went to space. We have fucking like a time travel machine that helps, time speed thing that it gives them that acceleration of speed. So that's amazing. They literally warp through time because of the signature, which I love the signature type of detail. For anybody that watched Star Wars or Clone Wars, it kind of reminds me of those type of little details when they have the commander, or when they have the little we have it in X planet XYZ 038. We have this type of data going from this universe to that planet. That was really interesting to hear, those little small nuggets of just information. But then when they landed there, their facial expression was flabbergasted, and I love that. They're just saying, oh, the planet is there. It's totally fine. Seconds later, what the fuck? Second later, avoid, get the fuck out of here, avoid. And then once they got by the beam being pulled into the ship, the Silver Surfer came in and said, you should have not come. And just left. I'm like, bro, why would you come in and say that?
Y'all just fucked up.
Exactly. Like, yeah, should have just waited. Yeah, should have just not come. Like, yeah, we're good. Yeah, should have not.
Can we just talk about how badass it was to not only escape Galactus like they did, and how they did with the black hole, but at the same time,
that was
flipping give birth in zero gravity.
That too.
That was nuts.
I see how painful it must have been. I was like,
she broke records. She said the first woman in space that's pregnant, also the first woman to give birth in pregnant, and also fight a god and survive and come back home.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Like I love how Reed said, like, hey, we see you being like a 100-foot tall or 100 miles tall motherfucker that could destroy us and beat us, but can we just talk? He will scan them and he's like, I want the child if you want that deal. And look,
literally,
for those that don't know, Franklin Richards is the epitome of being the next Galactus. In the comics, he has literally become the next Galactus. He has eaten and become the next higher thing. Galactus has literally seen his power and saw to the future once he scanned him, like, oh, that baby is my next successor. And for those that don't know, in the comics, that is literally taken out from a storyline from the comics. And Neko, if you want to know, I could send you comics recommendation, or because that's literally, that line has literally, once I heard that, I'm like, oh, we're going like that. This man literally just said it, because Franklin Richards can literally, like, you saw the eyes of Sue Storm when she came back to life. This girl had the galaxy eyes, and I'm like, oh, we going serious powers. Franklin could rival type of Scarlet Witch and a few others of the Phoenix Force. That's how, like, when you have other strong mutants, Franklin is like a god to them. Like, those are babies.
Yeah. I knew that coming into the movie too, because I know when Fantastic Four was revealed at the end of the film again, my friend was mentioning that because he loves Fantastic Four, he was always mentioning early on, Franklin is a badass, like he's actually so really cool, and I'm like, oh really? So that's why when this film was introducing the baby, I was like, oh shit, we actually gonna see Franklin, okay. And I was really excited, and then seeing him at the end of this movie too, like just bringing his mom to life and crying, he was like all that, I was like, oh yeah, this is serious. And then I'm a little early, but at that end credit scene, hold
on. We got things to talk about that there.
I know, but a little sneak peek.
When it comes
CGI babies.
When it comes to continue on, when it comes to escaping Galactus and everything, we didn't briefly speak about yet. Let's put a pin on the escaping, because I know Whawkins brought up earlier. How do we feel about the Silver Surfer entering the scene? First entering Earth, saying that your planet is doomed, that we are, Galactus is gonna come eat you, and then later on saying that 2 words or like few phrases to Johnny, saying that blessings to you and be with your loved one. But then speaking later again, you said he wasn't a big fan of the CG or a big fan of a few things. So talk to me. How do you feel overall of her introduction, but then her interacting with Johnny so far?
So she was fine. If anything, again, like a nitpick, maybe just a little bit more of her in her backstory.
Okay, Shalaba, that's her name, by the way. I don't want to correct her. The Silver Surfer. She is a Silver Surfer iteration, but her name is Shalaba.
Shalaba, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna forget that. So Silver Surfer.
But no worries. But you wanted more out of her. You wanted more of her character.
Just a little bit more. Like nothing too much bigger than what we got, but just a little bit more, so I could be like, okay, the face turn at the end with her being the one to push Galactus into the portal and all that. Great. It was still earned, don't get me wrong, but like just a little bit more for me to feel for her a bit, because like when she comes back onto the planet after destroying everything and all that, and she's talking to Johnny and she's hearing like all the different messages and all that, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it. I could feel it just a little bit more. It's just one of those things where it's just like I want more, which is something like in a good way. Because it's like, I do like the Silver Surfer. I liked what she had to offer here, and her backstory of like basically doing what Reed couldn't do, was sacrificing herself for her planet, like making that ultimate choice. And like she's living it now, which sucks for her. Just a little bit more. But like the one scene I'm talking about though, it was mainly the CGI scene from Johnny's view. Because Johnny, he's in his little suit that he can only be lit up for so long, or else he'll die of not being able to breathe. Yeah,
which makes sense because his power is fire. It technically diffuses oxygen around him. So logically, Reed said, "Hey, suit." Yeah, he got a new suit. He's like, hey,
he's so happy.
I love what he told Reed. He's like, look, guys, I get it. Space, woman. Johnny loves space. Johnny loves women. I get it. It's like, I love how he knew
something here.
I love that, and I love how he never gave up. I love that his character. Because Johnny is a kind of person that don't give up. He's a person that is straight forthcoming. He is a person that's wild but smart. And thank you, Neko, that you was a bit, not saying shocked, but you was impressed that he's a character that a lot of people don't recall him being this smart or be aware of how to find out the translation of the words and figure with the letter and the knowing the phrases and everything. But he is smart enough because his sister Sue. If people don't know from the 2015 version of Fantastic Four, that they did a storyline there that Johnny was in the government and knows about government stuff. That's why the Thing, Sue Storm, Johnny, and Reed work so well because they have been under government contracts. They've been under government. That's why they have the Avengers and Fantastic Four don't always work eye to eye because of the relationship with the governments. Many things like that. So it's pretty interesting how people forget that Johnny has actual type of background of knowledge of science, and he's a person that works very well.
He's a damn astronaut.
That too. That too. Like, as much as you may be the smartest man alive, you can't have that much power to be like, Sue Storm is my wife. I'm gonna also bring her brother, Johnny. He may be a dumbass, but I'm gonna bring him anyway. No, he won't do that. Reed is smart. He's like, I'm gonna also bring a smart dude.
2005. Let's just bring the stuntman in.
Yo.
It's like, oh, great. Perfect.
But the Thing is the best pilot around. I'm gonna definitely have him on the ship.
Yes, sir. Good, man. He was crazy. I was like, all right, Ben. Yeah, do your thing.
But Neko, did you have any other comments as well when it comes to Johnny and his interaction with Shia LaBeouf, and how did they go with their interaction when it came to her first introduction and when they first met at the ship?
I really did like their meeting. It was just fun, of course, the whole thing. She is a space woman. He in space.
You got a phone.
I was like, oh, that's cool.
It was cute.
That was cool. And when he kind of like chased her to the space and her leaning in, which that's another CGI moment I was laughing at. I was like, oh, that must have been really cool behind the scenes. Yeah.
I love when it like goes back to everybody. Just like, she like got up close to my face. I could see my reflection. She was beautiful. And immediately in the theater, I'm just like, you saw your own reflection and called her beautiful.
Dude, he has that one.
For audio people, I made a face on that little statement, but gotta always shout out the audio onlys,
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. But no, I really did like their interaction, even just their storyline together, to be honest. And like I mentioned before, like what he did at the end and like recording and like learned her language and all that was. And I think I do agree. I wish we got more of her, since we had another friend talk about like, oh, he wasn't happy the girl version of Silver was on, but at the end of the day, I really liked her character. I was like, oh, she's awesome. I really loved her story too, what she was willing to do, her people, and just even what her people were like recording and stuff like that, and of course like the other voices that got destroyed from their planets and stuff like that. And just I don't know, I really, maybe she can come back one day or something, because I did like their interactions, and they were really cool. Yeah,
well, they didn't die.
Yeah, they didn't die. They just got teleported to wherever Reed kind of sent them to.
Yeah, so I really do we get more, because again, like I said before, I really love Johnny's character, and that kind of revolves around her. So I really did like it a lot. I don't think I could ever change anything about it. I really just liked it a lot. And like you guys mentioned, like him being so smart to do that. And I don't know, that I really was just surprised with him a lot. And even Silver, I thought I wasn't going to care about like that really out of everything in the film, but I really liked her too. And I really liked her story.
I give her props as well to continue off from that. And also their escape from Galactus. They took off the cords of him having his lava or him being safe or connected to his ship, whatever it may be. It kind of reminded me a bit of Brainiac, of how he kind of was in a way resting or kind of connected to the ship. That's kind of what it reminded me of. But once they escape, props to them being fast, escaping. But
for
Shia LaBeouf to actually enter the wormhole that they made, and for her to literally enter, Johnny, the way I still love the banter. This is any banter that should exist. When one person's doing one job, another person one job, you should always say, do not intervene into what I'm doing. Concentrate into what the fuck you're doing to help us survive. Because that shit got me in my soul. Johnny was like trying to fire. Smart. Cause look, another example of his smart. He couldn't aim. He couldn't aim.
Yeah.
He like, hey, the shots are curving because of wormhole. So guess what he did? He used the wormhole to the advantage. He sent the fire. He sent the blaster and went around like a loop, and it got her. And then he came back.
Yeah.
But I love how the thing was like, can you damn shoot her? He's like, I'm trying. But he said, I didn't give up. He just kept going. But then I love how he just spouted back. He's like, how about you don't focus on your flying and let me focus on my shooting? And then he just started talking to say like, oh my God, people can't focus. Like I'm trying to shoot her. And then I love he said like, I meet the girl I like and now I gotta shoot her.
Right. I was like, dang, you're so right, Johnny. You got it. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Which begs the question, how many times has he had to say that?
Maybe twice. I feel like, right?
It depends. If you read the comics, he has said that a few times.
I don't know.
Yes.
He has said that a few times. But I
I
love.
will say too. I like how Silver, even her like how she surfs through the whole thing in space.
Oh, yeah.
Is really cool. I love that CG of that a lot.
And I love how he got excited when he found out the board is not with her, it's not attached. I've been trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
He been trying to figure out the size. He's like, is the board with the lady or the lady with the board? It's not with her. It was very wholesome how excited he got. But the next scene I really want to get into, and here you guys talked about this, the fucking black hole that Reed Richards had the fucking cojones to actually get so close to. This man told while giving birth, while helping his wife give birth, he did this. Is the insane part. He literally said, yo, you're about to give birth. And then while they were trying to escape, he literally said, yo, babe, can you get the ship invincible? But after your next extraction. He had the balls to tell that to a lady while giving birth. Most women would literally scream back, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to give birth! And she still did it.
He calculated that whole ship to like get as close as it did to that black hole, like doing all of that shit.
That's smart shit.
All right, honey. Remember your breathing.
It was so calmly too, right? Like she's she's going through all of that, and he and I love that the whole like every time when it concerned about her or even them, honestly. Oh, he just was always locked in. He's like, I've already thought about this. It's going to work, Ben. Don't worry about it. I got you, bruh. And he just, calmed her down.
On driving.
Literally, he's like, Ben, just do what you need to do. You got me. And he just locked in, and he's telling everyone what to do, even his wife, like pregnant. He's like, just breathe, honey, breathe. I'm here. And just, I love Reed as a leader, and that's what Pedro Pascal killed it with just his calmness and him leading everyone. Even asking Ben like, "Hey Ben, I need your help just for this. Come on!" It just everything coordinated so well. That's why
came to help.
Dynamics is beginning to end. Just a great family. Great.
I was scared when he literally left the ship right after, and then came to give that birth. He like, I'm ready to, to get the baby come out, and then the fake CGI plastic baby that they have on set. Just like, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. My two bugaboos with CGI. It was the CGI baby, especially at the end with the revival. That looked a little funky. But then the other one was Johnny talking to, it was when he was flying with the Silver Surfer on the ship.
Yeah.
Because he's just got like very stiff. He's just like, hey, how's it going, Silver Surfer?
Literally, he did.
I feel like the strings with the ship probably was a bit uncomfortable, or like the angle of the camera, but it's still it didn't look that awkward like compared to Doctor Strange with the third eye at the end post credit scene.
Like that. It was just a funny moment to point out, both the space scene and then that scene. It was just so funny. You can tell behind the scenes. Yeah, it was.
Out of a good, like those were the two
exactly out of an hour and 50 minutes. For anybody that needs to remember, this was an hour and 50-minute film only. And honestly, it was nice pace. I didn't feel like it was too long or too short. Like Whawkins said, would have preferred an extra 10 minutes of Ben Grimm and also of Shalaba. Yes. Those extra 5 minutes each in the story would have been the nice sweet spot. But who knows? Maybe when it comes to Disney Plus, there's some post-credit scenes or some scenes that were deleted that to fix up and everything else. Who knows? But this scene stressed me out. To move on, when this man was telling the 8.5 to get the angle right, And the closer, the
Oh my
closer,
God.
the closer,
No,
the
for
closer, the
real.
closer they got to the black hole. And I'm like, Reed. What the
Reed,
fuck you doing?
Reed.
Can you get us out? And he literally say, not yet. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like you telling me not yet? Even transitioning also to the scene when the Silver Surfer was shot up by when she destroyed all the damn fucking teleportation. And there was one last one in Times Square
Yeah.
when Galactus was walking closer, and everyone was looking at Reed. Reed was like, not yet. I gotta wait for the lever. Not yet.
No.
And this fucking Galactus puts that foot over there, like, wait,
Yep, he's just like, wait a minute.
I'm gonna turn around.
Hold up.
Bro, I was like, Galactus, come on, man, just get in the thing.
Just get in the thing. And I'm like, bro. But also, this man was breaking buildings from side to side, but somehow he got so close. Like, this is my question or slash nitpick or con, if people want to put it. Aren't those white towers also big enough for him to also break as well?
100. That's what I was thinking too. I was
like,
really curious.
Fine.
But I just have to suspend my disbelief in that department because I'm like,
I was thinking the same thing too. Yeah.
It's one of those comic book things where you're just like, all right, yep, that's fine. That's fair. All right,
because somehow
cool.
he walks around Old Times Square through that whole big 6 avenues,
Wait
but
a
then
minute.
he doesn't break those 2 towers that are in a curve,
Right.
but he breaks all the other buildings on the side because he didn't walk sideways. No, he walks foot. And I know as a big 6'2" dude with a 46-inch wide chest and regular shoulders. I know sometimes when it comes to walking, I bump my girl sometimes, or I bump things because I just forget how wide I am. But to see this man walks and breaks this whole Times Square area to head there, but then he doesn't break the White Towers, I'm like, that's my suspense of disbelief. But I just love I love Reed when it comes to this, and how to continue on when it comes to our favorite moments in our day. And I want to add to what we mentioned earlier when Whawkins brought up how Sue Storm and Reed Richards, a conversation, and his line when she said, you think the dark stuff, but you also think of reality. And his response was, that's his job.
Oh.
But her response, like, no, that's you. He stood quiet because she didn't say anything wrong. She said, that's who you are as a person. You think like that. I'm not saying that's bad, Reed, but you think like that, and that is who you are. And when I saw that, it sucks I didn't watch that with my wife, because once my wife heard that line, she would have looked at me like, that's you. That's you.
Yeah.
I thought that line like literally aimed at me, just like when Whawkins posted a picture on his Twitter last night, and when he said, I feel attacked. And that's how I felt when I literally heard that Reed Richard line to Storm in that conversation, because
I feel attacked right now.
Me and my wife
I feel
are
personally attacked.
me and my wife are very communicative. We talk about all the lot of things, the good and the flaws and the bad. And when I heard the line, I was like, shit, that kind of reminds me of who I am as a person, but also it's not a flaw, because Reed saw it as a flaw, and like, cause he kind of deflected. He said, that's my job. But once you said, no, but that's who you are. It's not your job. That's you as a person. And I still love you, is what she was trying to emphasize. Like, I don't take that away from you. It just hurts me also to know you think like that. And it just hurts me that I'm not aware. You think, but you don't express it. You don't let me know in your bubble. Yeah. And I'm okay with you, because I find out later that at the end you find the solution. But it still scares me. It still hurts me as your wife, and that felt so real.
And that's what makes her speech when she goes out there with the mob and all that. That's what makes it even more powerful, because it's like, she had literally just around that time had told Reed, this is who you are. But it's also a reminder for him to be like, it's okay to be who you are, because I'm who I am, and I can make up for those. Because literally she walked out there, basically told the crowd the same thing, except instead of being so blunt about it, she was just like, hey, everybody, here's the emotional side of it. Here's like the human side of it.
Yeah.
Reed doesn't understand because he's so blunt and so straightforward with things. It was, again, it's fine. That's him. That's his whole shtick. And she's able to like read that, understand that, and like build that up more and be able to like support him and all that. And that's, again, this movie's all about family. And this is what good family does.
And Dr. Riddle would be very happy.
Like, just look at the beginning when they find out that they're pregnant. Like, you have Ben and Johnny there. They're so happy. They're joking. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be the best uncles ever." You're
the father. You're gonna suck. But hey, you're good.
Yeah, like it's just so good just to see a family dynamic and a group dynamic too. Because like even with like Ben and Johnny, like they act like brothers, but they're not brothers.
Yeah,
I mean, and all the guys do, but like,
and there's still the banter. Like Johnny, Johnny had his toy, flame on, and the thing was like, just crush that shit right in front of him. Yeah, and Johnny didn't get mad, but it's because that's how they are.
And that's the other thing. Just really quick, the humor in this was actually really good. It was really funny. And it wasn't that typical MCU banter either.
It wasn't. It felt natural, organic.
Human. Yes.
And also, we haven't spoken about it, but big shout out to Herbie. Herbie was actually done well from the comics. Herbie was amazing. I love how Herbie is the assistant of everyone here and build the baby cribs, build the food, it makes it and everything. This baby also
Herbie should not
baby shelter.
Those cribs.
Right.
All. No, Reed needs.
Oh no, of course. Sue had a point. My girl, if she finds and comes home that I build a crib, she'll be happy. If she comes home and finds out me and my friends build a crib, she'll be okay with that. She'll be like, I guess he was bored or you just want him to hang out with you. Yeah, I'm like, that's fine. But she comes home and finds out my friends built a crib and I wasn't there. She must want a good excuse, like you must be saving the world. You must be building a movie. You must be doing a director shit. Why the fuck are you not building your baby's crib? I understood. I understood Sue.
No, when he said, "Well, everyone can build a crib, but no one can build what I built." You know,
he was deflected. He was like, "Yo, babe, I don't want to build a crib. That's just too easy for me. My brain is more intellectual. I need to build the crazy shit. I need to build the baby He literally used excuse that he built the machine to find out if the baby cosmic, and then you know what? He didn't need to, cause he just needed a god to tell him. That's it. Like, hey, I'm gonna rob your baby, cause you know why? It's cosmic. I love her read like, no, it's not. I did all the tell like, my guy. I'm literally telling you, with my rectal red scan that just did, the baby is cosmic, and I want it.
Yo, he was like, bro, I built it. Baby. Like, he's normal, bro. I
bid it for 5 million Earth people. You give me your baby, 5 million Earth people survive. Would you take that deal? He said, no deal.
He literally Kratos knowed him, just like, no. Like, slowly got up the table.
But Whawkins, I do want to bring up a scene that you brought up earlier. A scene that you brought up just now, but I want to also piggyback on it. That it was a scene when she was in the bathroom checking if she was pregnant, positive or negative. And I love how Reed was looking. Any guy can relate to this. I tell you this 100%. Any guy can relate to it. If you live with your wife, you know where your things are. But if you don't know where the mutual share items are, just wait for your wife, because I've been like this in many shoes. My wife has literally asked me for something, and I straight up to her, where is it? I need straight details. Where, what corner, what level in the cabin, which cabin. Don't say a cabin, because I need to know which cabin. And if I don't know, I would literally come and ask you for help. And guess what they would do? They would find it in 2.5 seconds and make you look stupid.
Yep. Yeah.
I love that scene so much.
It's our weakness, man.
She came out the bathroom, said, like, I got you here. And also, here, we're having a baby. His face was like, what? No. We've been trying for the past 2 years, but gave up and everything. And I love that. It was no montage needed. It was just straight, we accept it. We're going to be parents. And I love how the thing at the dinner table, just straight looking at her.
You're pregnant, girl, huh?
You're pregnant, right?
He's just like,
how the fuck did you just say that one line?
You
He's
see
so
the
cool.
little gears just like slowly.
It
turning
was in his head. He was just analyzing them. He was just like, "Why the fuck are they so giddy? What's going on?" Because also the way Johnny said, "You're late to dinner.
His face.
You're late to dinner." And response like, "Late? Late about what? Food, you know, our usual type of thing that we have a deal to eat always at 7 p.m. as a family. Like you always promote to everyone, we're a family. We eat at 7 p.m. And I love how Johnny just literally just eating a bag of cereals real quick right before dinner, right before eating. He literally just snacking on.
Your dinner.
And the thing was literally asking, "But we have dinner right there. Like you're about to spoil." He just, I know, but I'm hungry. He's like, "I guess that's your appetizer." Sure, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
I will do the same thing like the thing said. I will, you know, give a bit more seasoning because, you know, Herbie don't have taste buds. So I love how the thing was trying to be so nice to cover his feelings. Like, yeah, Herbie, great food. I just want to add, you know, a bit more, you know, a bit more zazz, you know, little zazz here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of seasoning missing.
Yeah, they learned that from Futurama, where Bender tried to learn how to cook.
I remember that scene.
Oh man.
Talk to me. What else do we have left to bring up? Any highlights? Because I know we have one more segment. Is the cons, and I was gonna actually guys about Galactus and the Fantastic Four, their final battle in New York City on Times Square. So, is there any other things that we should bring up before we get into those last two segments and the post credit, of course?
Again, Sue Storm is Mother of the Year, using that mother strength to push Galactus into the portal.
Oh, that was the Mother of the Year strap. That was like, oh, she came out of the car crash and I heard, oh, I hear my baby crying. Oh, you got him? Word? Oh, fuck this. Bah,
Mama Bear.
bah,
Yep.
bah.
That's all I was yelling the whole time. Like, Mama Bear's away.
Oh, she's
going in.
Yo, and I love how
It's clobbering time.
I love how Reed looks at her, and that's the thing that people don't understand. When you become a parent, like when you are with your spouse and yourself are main important key. But once you become a parent, that changes, and it's your kids first, then your spouse. And that's the tough part because Reed literally saw Sue pushing the shit out of her life, and she just came out of car crash. And the thing that sucks that one of my con I will mention, there was no nosebleed or nothing. Of course she did die, so that is the repercussion of doing what she did, but not showing like her body got pale, her body was getting dark or more whiter to make it look like she died. That's believable, but I would have liked the nosebleed that she gets sometimes in some issues, or like it did in the first movie with Jessica Alba, the more extreme you get over your power. And she obviously was pushing a fucking god type of sentinel, and Reed was looking, she was about to go help, but Sue said, "Don't give a fuck about me, help my son." And that's what she, he did. And I love that scene. When it comes to Reed, this is the one thing I was spoiled about before I saw the movie. The one complaint I saw online, it was people was mad that Galactus was stretching our boy Reed Richards by force. Like he was stretching him out and by force, and people was like, why does Reed look in pain? And I was like flabbergasted. Like, you guys are literally questioning that a dude could stretch into a ball like he has done in the comics and he does now in Marvel Rivals. That these type of powers theme is, and now hopefully Marvel Comics could evolve his power by using any inspiration from a guy called Monkey D. Luffy. That's like a perfect inspiration of what they could do in the future moving forward. But talking about the movie itself, Galactus was stretching Reed by force. Reed could literally stretch his power how far, or turn himself to a ball, or spin him around willingly. But this man Galactus was literally stretching himself by force.
Yeah, and he was enjoying it. He was like, yeah.
He's like, I mean, my thing is just like, it's a galactic being.
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. Like, Reed literally couldn't do this shit. The only reason he got out of it is because Johnny literally launched a cannonball by the thing.
Go on, say the thing. Say the thing.
No.
Oh my god.
Say it. No. Say it.
No.
It's clobbering time.
Oh, he killed it. I love me and my brother when it was first mentioned earlier in the beginning of the movie. Oh yeah, he's say that.
Oh hell yeah!
And when he came up, I was like, "Let's go!"
Once I heard that he doesn't say it about saying it to the kids or something like that, I was upset. But then I'm like, he's gonna say it. Like he's gonna say it. Like the Hulk has literally said Hulk smash, or I believe he says another line. Yeah, it's just Hulk smash. I believe there's another line he says. Like I can't remember. But Convert time is where he always have said. So I was like, yo, he should say this. This is without a doubt something you gotta say, and he did, and I was happy. Yeah. To see the power of Johnny Storm was great. It sucks that we didn't see more of the flame attributes of Johnny, but it was cool to see in the beginning of the film where he took down the fire of a building, where he used his own fire to grab the vortex of it. That was really cool scene. Also, him using his fire to fix the road of the train. That was also cool moments to see. And he was willingly to sacrifice himself against Galactus. He literally said like, "Hey, say goodbye to my nephew." He was willing to go push through. But again, to bring back the conversation of him and Shalaba, I love that he literally started to speak in her language. He just said, "How do you know my language?" Like, yeah, I heard your recordings. I just studied them for day in and day out. I've been taking my notes, and he just started to have a whole conversation, and that was really dope to see. Like him, even Reed, Sue, and the thing was all shocked. Like, what? Like, what the fuck did you start speaking? Like, Nani?
I don't know. Is this the moment you wanna bring up Mr.
Yes. If there's no more for us to speak about the film, because we know Galactus is not gone. He's just in a whole different universe. Yes. I mean, like in a whole different side of the universe in 828 still. We don't know if our Earth 1 or Earth 616 in this universe. We don't know if we have our own Galactus or is there only one Galactus in each universe. But we don't know. We should technically. We should know.
Wasn't that in the Eternals?
No. Those are Celestials. Those are Celestials.
Oh, okay. They're different from that. Okay.
They're cousins. Well, again, they're cousins.
I don't have. Okay, yeah. I don't have comic knowledge.
So the Celestials and Galactus and the person from Thor: Love and Thunder, they're all like God's cousins. Like they're all in the same type of power realm. It just depends on scaling. But with Galactus, he's like on the hierarchy. When it comes to Thanos, he is a Celestial by blood, but not a hierarchy one of them.
Okay, so like redheaded stepchildren, gotcha.
Yeah, so when it comes to Galactus and everything, do you have any more information to discuss about the movie itself? And now we could just jump into the post-credit that leads into Doomsday itself. Because we have a 4-year time skip. I did not see this coming. Did anybody see a 4-year time skip? Because I didn't. Nope. And it seems like Franklin has a fucking favorite book.
Yeah, that book was
Did anybody well, yes, he has his favorite children's book, but did anybody notice that he has a favorite intellectual book that most kids do not read at that age?
Yeah, I saw that. That was cute. I was like, oh shit, okay, you got that read little self, okay.
Yeah. By the way, a big shout out to the ship called Excelsior. I know we didn't bring a shout out on that, but Excelsior, a big shout out to that. For anybody that don't know, that's a big shout out. A big shout out to Stan Lee and with Jack Kirby and from the comics and everything.
Oh yeah.
But let's get into. We have the 4-year time skip. You know, Sue get up to get him a different book. She comes back from the kitchen to the living room and she's writing with her hand, trying to whip some light spectrum, invincible slap back hand. But because she walks slowly, who pops up there, Whawkins?
Oh, it's Mr. Dr. Doom. Now,
good.
Oh my gosh, I'm
is
so
it?
Excited for
is
that.
it Dr. Doom? Because we don't know. We know the cape and we see a mask. We don't know because for anybody that don't know, we saw in the beginning of the film when Sue Storm was giving her conference to the whole nations, but there was one person that was not there speaking for the nation. Who was La Verdia? Or I did pronounce it right. Yeah. I sometimes do butcher because of my southernness, so I'm glad I said it right the first time. I'm not gonna say it second time because I'm not gonna fail. But for that country, there was nobody to represent. Usually, who does represent it is Dr. Doom. But
I was confused there for a minute.
Oh, you was okay.
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
But I knew it was important because I was like, who was I supposed to be?
So Dr. Doom has a soul country.
Yeah.
Okay.
that has his own citizens and has his own wife and I believe his own kids in some comics.
Wow.
I just do be forgetting about that. So that one, don't trust the source here on that one. But he does make his own country. I believe is around Europe in the comics when it comes to that.
Somewhere around there.
I believe it's around Germany, England, around that area. I just don't remember the top of my head, but it's around Europe.
That's one of those pieces of information that's just I've absorbed through osmosis by being just in nerd culture. I'm just like, oh yeah, Latvera. That's like, you know, European-ish.
Yeah, so we have Dr. Doom, but you said we don't know if it's Robert Downey Jr. since right now we know him as the villain of Doomsday that's playing Dr. Doom. We don't know more information if he's a variant because, you know, for anybody that don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Dr. Doom and Tony Stark have the same cast member, but just a different person. So it's truth to be told what would be happening.
So one theory, because I was talking to Edens about this.
Talk to me.
This was like a week ago or something. What was that? Sorry.
No, I said copied that he was playing. That he was talking about it a week ago with Eden.
Sorry. I had a bit of a hiccup here on Discord on my end. A theory of this so it is this universe's Doctor Doom. But this is around the time where his face gets all messed up. And so apparently it's a theory where it's just like, okay, Dr. Doom takes Franklin and, you know, jumps the universe. And he's just like, all right, Franklin, we're going to change myself into somebody that's already dead in this universe. And that's why he looks like Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, wow. That's insane. That's it. Oh, I know that is supposed to be a thing, right? I knew in the comics too, Tony Stark does become Doom, but
that's the one.
So they can't do that.
Yeah, because
so that would work out.
That could, because in the comics, Tony Stark did become Doctor Doom once, but in a different variation of a different universe. But it's always been Victor Von Doom. That's the guy that people love, and for any quick thing to say, that's one of the coolest comic book names, Victor Von Doom. Like, I'm sorry, if you walk in the room and you say your name, hello, like, please sir, introduce yourself, my name is Victor Von Doom. All right, cool, respect. All right, that's it. I don't got nothing to say.
You just get that Conqueror's hockey shock on you.
Yeah, like, once I hear that name, Victor Von Doom, like, I saw that green. By the way, First, I want to emphasize the green robe, like, fucking amazing, and the whole type of server mask, fucking amazing. Like, just the little details so far that we got was awesome. I love how Franklin wasn't scared as well. Like, the kid actor show a good hey, what are you, and also touching the face. So like that's a good point, Whawkins. Like, showing that the face is discomfort. So Dr. Doom is like just having the kids touch his face, maybe already changing it. And I love how Sue didn't react, because, you know, Franklin technically could just fuck up Doom him if he wanted to, if he knew how to handle his powers. Who knows what Reed been doing for the past 4 years. Like, hey, you brought back your mom, and I saw those eyes, Franklin. You're a fucking cosmic being.
They're still trying to figure out the car seat.
Oh my god,
that was cute too.
Yo,
that scene was so cute. Even the people in the crowd, the mothers were like, "That's so cute." Oh, look at them, they're trying.
I love how Suits was watching. Suits was watching like, my husband, my brother, and their uncle. So stupid. And like Ben just kept saying, like, Ben is a supervisor who can't do shit because his hands can't fit or do help. Yeah, so all he's asking is his fucking best friend Reed, who's a smart dude that's supposed to figure this out, and Johnny is like, they're both not connecting. And the thing is just being super like, come on, just put it through the loop. Come on, just grab the strap, go around it. And we just keep hitting the red clicker. Not working. Error. And then the first heard the click, the green click. It succeeded.
Yep.
It was so sad.
Yeah, they got it. Oh man, that was really cute too. I think overall that end credit really made me excited, and I think why I do love this film a lot, but I understand that this is going to go into Doomsday too, so maybe a lot of the cons that I have for this film will probably get better for in the next film. In Doomsday.
What I'm thinking? In the MCU watch along, if you're watching the timeline, I think Thunderbolts is supposed to be after Fantastic Four.
Yes. Because I feel like it because and I was gonna
why
mention that.
because why would they show us the ship at the end of Fantastic Four if we don't know we don't know who's flying in?
Doom. It's Doom.
No. It could be Doom and it could be Doom and Franklin. It could be 100%. But I feel like in chronological order, I don't know what was supposed to be the original release date since a lot of things got switched around because of the pandemic and because of the strike. So I don't know what got pushed because I forgot. But I think that once these movies drop on the MCU of the Disney Plus, and once they show on the timeline of Phase 4, Phase 5, or the whole thing, I think once you continue switching and wait until it drops, I think they're gonna put Fantastic Four behind Thunderbolts.
I think for sure. No, for sure. I think it is supposed to go that way because I think originally it was supposed to be that way. I think
I think so as well, but I'm excited for Doctor Doom. Can't wait to see how it's involved with Doomsday because this is gonna connect. Also, it gives it fresh air because now Spider-Man is gonna be handcuffed to know that their next post-credit scene is gonna connect to Doomsday as well. Knowing that Spider-Man right now is a lonely man. Right now, Spider-Man is being filmed in New York. I've been trying to find a job, how to get it in that project. Because trust me, once I work Spider-Man in that film, you guys will not hear from me. I want to sign NDAs. I will sign NDAs. But, there's always a private... the private team chat. I could say what's going on.
Shit. Oh, God. Tell Tom Holland I love him. What? Anyways.
Tom Holland? How about Zendaya? What you talking about?
No, you're right. Well, Zendaya right now does not remember anything.
That is true. But I could be her new fling. I could come in like, yo, Zendaya, how you doing, mommy? How you doing, girl? Mary Jane, right? Your name?
I'm telling your wifey. I'm telling your wifey.
But overall, I'm excited to see what's next for the MCU and with you know what? Let's get into our outro. Let's get into our last closing thoughts, our outro. Since we are at the end of our film, because I think we did a good wrap up for the last hour and some change of the film itself. So how did everyone feel? Any last thoughts that you want to add about the post credit and any last shout out of phrases, scenes that we forgot to mention? Hey, Whawkins, go first.
I mean, if I gave this a score out of my little 5 score and all that, I give this a 3.5 out of 5. Because I did have my nitpicks and all that stuff, but like the way my scale goes is like, all right, 3 is something I would rewatch. Like I would put it on just to either as background noise or to
I would rewatch
this. It. Sorry. Discord.
I saw no worries
on me.
I would agree as well. I would also rewatch this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I give it that little extra nudge because it did start to make me tear up a little bit at certain moments, but because it didn't get the full tear out, you don't make it to the floor. So sorry, buddy.
Oh my God, SpongeBob, where it went all the way down and then you drag it back up.
Get back in there.
Oh, Cloudy have a chance of me. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's what it was. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was very, very good movie, very solid movie. And I mean, when Doomsday rolls around, hey, Doom's gonna doom.
When that movie comes out, I'm gonna definitely do my best to try and wear a green robe that day. Cause bro, if anybody, I will recommend please go read some Fantastic Four comics or go read some Doctor Doom comics. If you want to see a petty dude, if you want to see a guy mad that Reed Richards took the girl that he also loves, because if anybody don't know, Doctor Doom also loves Sue Storm.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh, Neko, you didn't know that extra scene?
I didn't. Well, I don't know nothing about Doom. I feel like. I know nothing about
what happened in the Fantastic Four 2005 film?
Oh, I forgot the film. I forgot the film.
So they
were a thing.
So they were actual. They did a lot of good things. The only thing they did bad with is Doom having magnetic powers, I would say.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing I would say.
That's how he gets his mask and all that.
Yeah, he doesn't really have magnetic powers. He has what was it, the correct term?
It's been ages since I've seen
not saying telekinesis.
Yeah.
He has I don't have the right term for it, but I'll get back to you. If not, I will put it in the comment section down below. But Doom always had a thing for Sue, but the person that took Sue from him was Reed. So that's why Doom always had a hatred on an extra level to Reed. He had the extra petty energy, the extra hatred energy. And Reed and Doom were best friends as well in most comic runs. But then once, things start stacking up, you go through a cosmic thing. One looks ugly, one got the powers. Sometimes you get the girl that you wanted, but your best friend takes it, and other stuff. People start to hate each other, and then it becomes to a petty god type of shit. Where Doom literally caused Secret Wars in the comics just because he wanted to be a petty dude.
See, yeah, I've seen the films, but I forgot. So, for me, this is like experiencing Doom for the first time fully, really. Like Fantastic Forecast, I kind of remember, but Doom, I really don't remember. That's why for me, it's gonna be a first time, and I'm very excited. Even Galactus, I was like, dude, I'm so excited for Galactus, and Galactus killed it with him being in this film. I really wonder when he'll come back. Will he come back in Doomsday too? What's going to happen?
Ooh,
so
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be too. I think my friend was telling me this. He was like, "Well, Galactus could come back, and maybe Doom will fight him." What's going to happen? I don't know. So I don't know. For my final thoughts, really, I really did love this film a lot. Again, for me, my rating was still a 7 or 8. I love this film. I just wanted a bit more with some character beats. But overall, the family, Reed, we talked about, Sue, Johnny, Ben, even our other little robot guy, and Franklin, they were all such a great dynamic, and the dialogue in this film hits so hard. And I think out of all the three kind of superhero stuff, Thunderbolt, Superman, even though that's not correlated with this, and Fantastic Four, I think this one will have to be my third, and it's not even a bad thing because I have Thunderbolts first, and then I have Superman, and then I have this, and it's not even a bad thing. They're all great films.
There's another comic film that came out earlier this year, in case you forgot. It's called Captain America: The New World, in case you forgot.
Oh yeah, that one I didn't watch. No.
Oh, me too then. Me too.
Hey, let's go.
Action Lilo and Stitch.
Right.
I guess none of us saw Captain America.
No, we have not.
Holy shit! Damn, that's funny. All three of us.
We got it, huh?
Damn. You know what? It's also on Disney Plus.
At the beginning of the year too.
Yeah,
none of us are watching that.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. So in case anybody wants to see the Red Hulk and everything, we might do a watch party then. We might do a watch party to watch it then, because Whawkins, we're dragging you to watch it. No. It's homework. We're gonna talk about it. We're dragging you. We have Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad. So we have Squid Game, and we're gonna have also Captain America to watch. Alright, that's homework.
No.
I think you're right, because in Thunderbolts they had the situation where Red Hulk did something on the building, and that's why I didn't understand it. You didn't see the film. Red Hulk did that. I'm like,
I'm aware of that. I haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah. So anyways, But overall, this is a really good film. I have it as my third. All the Captain America. But I really did love the dynamic. I can't express how much I love the dynamic between all of them. That's what I wanted the most out of this film. Just every scene, like we talked about Ben or Johnny or even Sue and Reed, all of them had such a relationship and dynamic, and I really loved it a lot. I can't praise it enough. I love these characters so much. I'm so excited to see them again in Day and just see where they go. And I really, really just wonder how. I really wish people probably will watch it and give it a good rating and stuff like that, because it is really good. I think
Can you repeat that, Neko? You was cutting out.
Oh no! Doom got her.
Damn, I was about to say we're at the last second. We're at the last second.
Oh, no.
We're literally ending probably the next 2 minutes or so.
Oh, Doom got her, everybody.
Neko?
Oh no! No, if you can hold on, wait. She might have been sent to the other universe.
Oh my god.
She's the one that's on Excelsior.
Yeah.
She was the one at the end of Thunderbolts. It was all Neko, everybody. We solved the mystery. It is happening this moment in time on the timeline. Thanks, Loki. Thank you for doing this for us. How many more other... No. Oh, well. How's it feel to lose your Sue Storm?
I'm sad. Wait. Say Sue, are you back, sweetie?
Oh my god, the CGI baby saved her.
Sue, you back? Baby girl, you
hello?
back?
Are we
Hi, Sue. You're back. My wife is back.
Franklin just needed to touch me. Anyways, yeah. So I just really wanted people who were kind of like iffy on the casting. I hope they are really proud of it now and like kind of see like how well these people did. They really killed it. I really just again I love this cast so much. So I actually really had a good time. I enjoyed myself. And you guys talked about the comics or even Vash every time we talk about like any superhero show and he mentions the comics. I'm kind of really tempted to get into it because it sounds so fun. And I've always heard this from other friends too.
I could send you so many recommendations. I could send you. I would love to just talk with you comics and everything. I could give people recommendation a list. I know there's a few gaps or times in my life that I have missed of some comic runs, but I know well enough knowledge that I could I know of what happened a few years. There's a few omnibus of Nightwing, and also there's sites on the high seas that you can also read that people recommend.
Oh yeah, all those legal sites.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but also future Vash. Make sure you keep all of that in. Okay, thanks.
We will see how it looks. Oh, I agree with that, Neko. Some great inspiration that you said. The cast did great. I've always loved Johnny. I've always loved Reed. I've always loved the Thing. I've always loved Sue Storm and what the history has been in the first family of the MCU. Sorry, of the Marvel universe.
Yes.
Was a great iteration in the MCU to be addition now in a different universe of 818. Yes, 818. 828. I believe 828. Yeah.
Sure. One of those ones.
One of those numbers.
Comments, let us know.
Yeah. I have it in my thread in the Fantastic Four, but can't wait to see the next universe of what we're gonna get for the characters of the Fantastic Four. It's gonna be pretty exciting. My last thoughts is Johnny was awesome. This man is my dude. This man reads. This man is an intellectual ass motherfucker. And Reed, I relate to you more than I should, and that's I don't know if it's healthy or not, of how you think stuff bad, but then you prepare for the worst, you prepare for all the scenarios, and like I said, I don't know if that's a good quality or not, but I'll take a win where it is. So it's a W on my end. Other than that, hopefully everyone enjoyed this Fantastic Four review. This past hour and a half review of Fantastic Four, non-spoiler with the spoiler, as well with our bit of Weebs Lounge of discussion of what we've been up to. We hear from Neko-chan of talking about her Las Vegas trip, how she won $1 million and is going to share it to her fans on her twitch.tv/Neko-chan211, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Of course. I remember.
I won it all for everyone. Cash for everyone here.
See, I remember all these numbers and plugs in the top of my head. We also got Whawkins MW on all his social media, so go check him out. He tweets every day about wrestling and about sometimes feeling attacked by memes. And you can also follow the Weebs of the Ring and AniMa W3 Studio with a 3. So definitely go check that out. We appreciate everyone's support. Go check out the Discord community of the company where we're talking about many threads. We're not only playing about, we're also talking about many interactions of a lot of media that we consume, and also go join the Neko server as well. She streams every week, I believe every day or every Tuesday, every Wednesday, right?
Every hour.
Every hour, honestly. Yeah, guys, come on, tune on in. Just wait there in the chat. Whenever I pop up, you'll be like, "Oh, is that Neko?" And I'll be like, "Hey guys, yeah." And then that's what
we can also watch a sleeping type of Neko stream where we just watch her sleeping, like some streamers do as well.
That is true. One day you definitely will get that.
You can actually get very creative with that, with the
that is true.
With the avatar.
That is true.
That
I gotta
is-
think about that with
You
the
might be
family.
onto something.
Yeah, I gotta talk to the family and see what they think about that.
But other than that, Neko, is there any plugs you want to give that we forgot?
No, of course, just my Twitter, which is the same handle, just no asterisks in the middle, and So yeah, I mostly would tweet about anything that I'm watching or even experience. So yeah, definitely follow me there, and that's it. Really, I don't really use too much of TikTok or anything like that. So you'll find me either on Twitch, my server, or on Twitter where I live. And retweet.
And as well, chat, I'll check out down below in the description of the links, also on our audio side and the YouTube side, that we have our letterbox, we have our Annie list, that some of us do update, some of us updates every 3 months or 6 months or whenever they feel like. We also, myself, started a gaming account called Backlog.
Yeah.
I started that, so that's a lot of fun, bro. Chat, I have a anime manga / webtoon for me to keep up to date. I have a letterbox for my movies. I don't think there's a TV one. I haven't found one because with Letterboxd they kind of do TV shows, but very popular ones only, not very smaller ones. But not just a gaming one. Fuck, that's gonna take a long. That's gonna take a long while to do it, but it's so cool because you could say that you watch people stream it, you could play, you could backlog it. Neko could do that because she says to a lot of people. I know to one of her friends, Judwell, gets very mad and upset that Neko says that, hey, I watch people play it, so it counts like it. Now she could put it that she watch it.
Exactly.
Hey, for all my gamers out there that do that, hey, we're gamers too, guys. We just don't play.
Just gamers as visual learners.
Visually, yeah, guys, right? Yeah.
Looking at you, Danganronpa series.
So a big shout out to my friends. Like I said, Jude, he's a good friend of ours. But also a big shout out to Dweebs and Weebs. Supposedly they're going to be coming back with new content. So a big shout out to them. Best of luck to be consistent, because I know that's a hard part to any content creator out there that's starting out. So best of luck and to do what you gotta do, and go check out the rest of the team, independent content creation channels. Other than that, we appreciate for everyone being here and watching our Fantastic Four coverage. Comment down below your thoughts. Like the stream as well. Like the stream, like the video, like the podcast on the audio side as well. Rate us on Spotify, iTunes, Alexa, podcasts, wherever you listen to. We appreciate for you guys checking out iHeartRadio as well. Other than that, thank you for joining us on tonight and taking the time to listen in. The Anime Podcast is presented by AniMa W3 Studio. Our production team, Vash, Whawkins, Roman Jokes. So special thanks to our producer, myself, and Whawkins. Don't forget to follow the socials of the brand and the team. All the links are down below in the description. Lastly, share and like. Most importantly, get feedback. Let us know what you thought on this episode. You guys is what make the show and help us succeed. On behalf of everyone at AniMa W3 Studio, we thank you for joining us on tonight Anime Podcast. See you later. Take care of the next one. Have a good time and flame on. That's funny.
It's clobbering time.
Viva la radio.
I'm so excited for Doom and Robert Downey Jr. Hell yeah.
Doom.
Doom.
Oh my god.
I just realized the Fantastic Four can't come back in Fortnite because they're supposedly dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, somebody made a comment about that.
That's
like
funny.
the other day. I was talking to them. They were just like, yeah, they technically died in one season. Oh, no, it was my nephew. My nephew actually mentioned it. He was just like, yeah, the Fantastic Four died. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's right. But you got the bundle, though, right, buddy? He's just like, yeah, I finally got the... He was so excited. He was so happy. He got the...
Cute.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's cute, buddy.